I used to be somebody before that freak hiatus sent his army south and ruined everything. We had a nice racket going on in the land of the freelords, or what the rest of the Flaness calls the Bandit kingdoms. We had a territory we ran, and we hustled and stole what we could from who we could. Sure, we fought amongst ourselves, and I'd just as soon stick my dagger into someone from the freelords as anywhere else. But we always banded together when an outside force threatened all of our businesses. But all that changed when hiatus came a-calling. Half of the freelords joined forces with hiatus to save their skins, and the other half got wiped out or sent packing to the other lands, or down into the rift. I was no hero, and neither were any of my mates. So after the massacre of Steelbone Meadows, we did what any guys in our situation would have done. We hightailed it out of there. The only problem is that everywhere we went, there were old enemies waiting. After finally getting corralled by the Ernst soldiers, I was left to rot in a dungeon, waiting for them to decide what to do with me. The way the gods look at us, I don't think we're gonna like what it is they have in store.
All
right, and we are live finally. Sorry about that, folks. Little technical difficulties with Streamlabs OBS. Again, if you'd like to be a sponsor, you know what? I take back the screw you earlier, and we'd welcome your money.
Yeah, that's totally it. Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome to Return to the Bandit Kingdoms. I am Will DM, and if you haven't noticed, there is a little bit something different going on with the overlay and what have you. If you've watched the earlier episodes, you know that we have our main storyline that's going on, and in that storyline, it's the press ganged opportunists and those who are still around, but we did take a short jaunt or a trip for 2 episodes, and we looked at what the hell the good guys were doing for 2 episodes. And we went down into the county of Ernst, and we palled around with some guys down there that were working for the Countess and doing good deeds and showing how, what's going on with those guys. Well, it's only fair if we're going to show what the good guys are doing. Well, what are the bad guys doing? Because everybody knows the press ganged opportunists, they're not bad, they're not good, they're kind of like in the middle. So in this episode, these next 2 episodes, we're going to take a look at the bad guys, the real bad guys. So
they have hearts of gold.
No, not my guy.
Oh, yeah.
No, not even close.
No, you're right.
They don't. So if you guys like evil campaigns, this is going to be for you. I do have a storyline. Whether or not everybody stays alive through the storyline, we shall see.
So if you don't like evil campaigns, our evil characters may die at a moment's notice,
and
which
then you can root for that. So so there you go. So while we will not be having any Raleigh/Morgan, Wyndon the Wizard, I gave you the opportunity, Steve. You didn't say it. I see how it is. You're not going to acknowledge it now.
Yeah.
He's getting into character right now. He doesn't need to be distracted.
Yeah,
that's right.
He's a method actor.
Yeah. So,
you don't know how many people he killed just before our stream.
Right.
We had to bail him out of jail just to get him here tonight.
Yeah.
Many people.
We framed somebody for it. So,
you mean Sir Colville?
There you go.
Yes, we do, Lee Kim.
So with that being said, let's go ahead and I'm going to do something a little bit different too, because I'm going to build up a little bit of. I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves, but don't tell everybody what you're playing yet. Okay. We're gonna try something a little bit different. I'm going to introduce the characters when you guys come into the scene or whatever. So, okay. So we'll go ahead and we'll start off with the top left there, and Jairus, go ahead and tell everybody who you are. What you been doing, man? I mean, it's like we haven't played for 2 weeks. How was your holidays?
Wait,
It was good. It was good.
we saw what happened during all of our holidays. We let the streamers in.
Oh, that's true. We went to a party at Adam's house. That's right. I forgot.
That's right. It was a great time.
It was one of my better parties.
Yeah. Died. I've just been hating the winter and ready for spring. That's and I'm Jairus, and I'm playing a person or not. I don't know. You'll see.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, so we're gonna just drop down from there. And hey, Steve, go ahead and tell everybody who you are.
Hello, I'm Steve, and I am also playing an entity of some kind, and I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be fun.
How was your holidays?
It was nice, very low key.
Yeah. Okay, excellent. All right, Michael.
Hello, I'm Michael, and I'm here. Be prepared to be amazed.
Right? Little known fact, in Michael's spare time, he's also a stage magician.
Yeah.
A master of illusion.
I haven't been a magician since my late tweens.
All right, and last but not least, we have the amazing producer, Adam. Go ahead.
Hey everybody, I'm Adam. I'm not playing today. I'm just going to sit here and watch like you guys, I think, right? Oh wait, no, I think I have a character. Okay, yeah, I'm going to play. So thanks everybody for sticking around during some technical difficulties there. Luckily, I figured it out quickly by just turning it off and turning it back on, because when in doubt, that's what you do.
That's what IT says. Every time.
I'm gonna say I used to have some magic rings here, but I seem to have given them away to the kids. So darn. I can't do any tricks.
There it is. All right. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and get started. So where we pick up is basically we've got a shot, an aerial shot from way up above, and we're looking down on the Bandit Kingdoms. Okay. Matter of fact, let's even say it starts off with this aerial view of the regular characters and just pulls back and back and back, and more of the plains and the rift and the tangles and the fell reforce and all these different things that are in the Artonsamy River that are all intricate to what we know as the Bandit Kingdoms. And then it gets up into the clouds and it starts shifting over and moving at a fast pace. And the clouds where we start over the Bandit Kingdoms are fluffy and light, and it's just a crispness to the air, and it would almost seem past, like picturesque. And as it turns, it starts moving. The image moves to the north and starts moving towards the northwest. And as it starts moving and as it starts turning, you can see way in the distance, there's darkness, dark clouds. And as it zooms in and the picture goes flying through, it gets closer and closer to this darkness, this just swirling mass of dark clouds that blots over what is known as the lands of Ayuz. And it goes down, plunges through these dark clouds into the perpetually dim and constant, what do they call that when it's right before night? It's
dusk.
Twilight
of the area during high noon even. And it comes down and it focuses over this massive walled city of Joraka, the capital of Ayuz's empire. Massive 50-foot walls surround this thing. And there's even flying demons that are seen circling around the city itself. The camera zooms down and starts speeding towards a gate, a large, massive, double iron-doored gate that's currently open, and there's slaves being marched in ragged rows up into the city. On either side of the gate are massive red-skinned demons with horns and fire and smoke trailing out of their nostrils and out of their mouths. We go through the gate and we start going down the streets. Now, the streets in the city itself is very it's not falling apart. It's not ragged. It's very structured. Everything looks sturdy. Everything looks gray. Everything looks drab. And walking among the streets are a smorgasbord of basically evil. It's like you've got it, Lee Kim. It's almost as if you've stepped out of the Flyness itself and you've walked into the abyss. There's demons walking with drows, walking with other humanoid monsters and orcs and hobgoblins, which seem to be bullied and pushed off to the side. Anywhere else in the Flyness, these would be the bullies themselves. But here in Duraka, they are not. They are the lessers. And it goes towards this black basalt-looking fortress with towers and guards marching along the parapets of it in black armor with red skulls emblazoned on their either armor or surcoats. And it goes down into this courtyard. And into this courtyard, we see the gathering of several individuals. One of which is a priest or an acolyte of some sort dressed in black robes and has his hood up. And around him are 4 figures. Now, this is where I'm going to have you guys describe your men. In the courtyard of the fortress of the Legion of Black Death, the elite soldiers of the Iusian forces. So we'll just go in reverse order this time from the introduction. Adam, why don't you go ahead and see what we see as your character standing next to this monk or acolyte or whatever it is.
You see that he comes up to probably his waist. Little guy, he also is dressed in dark clothes, common looking. He's not, the clothes are not fancy. They're not, destroyed. But he looks like he could sort of blend in anywhere, where you would find a gnome. His hood is up. He is smoking a pipe. And he's got sort of coming out, from the hood, just this scraggly, curly brown hair that looks like it may not have been washed in a little while.
Okay. All right. Michael, go ahead and explain your character.
You're on mute.
You see a human standing, full plate armor, helmet, visor raised, kind of the horns coming up out of it, almost looking like it might have came from some kind of a demon or something. It doesn't look like it was an animal horn. Where he got the helmet, you have no idea.
eBay.
Probably. Long, black, just crazy beard, but just kind of like flows out from the raised visor. And just kind of like just casually just kind of leaned back, just keeping an eye on the cohorts he finds himself currently with, not trusting any of them at all.
Okay.
Especially that one who's being nice. That one.
All right, me? You said?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Sure. So, male human, probably early 30s, relatively tall but extremely thin, wearing a creepy-looking robe full of eyes all over it.
Oh, nice.
I love that robe.
He has the hood pretty much drawn over his head, but from what you can see, his skin is pale, and on the sides of the face there are faint scales that shade from gray to black, and he is just scowling, looking around, and then looking at the priest that he's in front of.
Excellent. All right, Jairus.
So cowering behind the guy in the creepy cloak of eyes is this tiny little ugly green figure who stands maybe all of 3 feet tall, but the way he's hunched over and cowering like the best way to describe it is like an animal that has just been beat into submission and is just always sure that it's done something wrong. He stands maybe all of 2 feet. and long, crooked nose, warts and boils all over his face, and there is a noticeable tremor to just his resting. I don't know, his resting countenance, or I don't know.
So he's sort of like a dog that's been beaten on the ring.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
He's just a true pathetic little creature.
Oh, poor guy. I feel bad.
Don't feel too bad for him.
Do not.
Yeah, it's all a ploy. All right, so you guys are all there. You're in this courtyard. You were summoned. You had all received notification that you were going to be taken out of your unit amongst the Black Death and giving a special duty. And you were to come down and meet one of the acolytes from the Citadel of the Bonehearts, and that's this dude that is in the black robes. He's got the red skull emblazoned on the front of his black robes. The hood is up. The hood has been up the entire time. Basically, these are like, this guy is like a messenger of the Boneheart, and like the cut of his jib and the cut of his robes or whatnot are in a sort of slightly different way that lets everybody know that he is a messenger of the Boneheart. Within Doraka itself, these are like one of the only people or peoples that basically, when they walk around, nobody messes with them. Because if you're wearing these robes and you're out on the streets or even out anywhere in the Empire, this is the will of Ius, aka the will of the Boneheart, is traveling with this man. So his messages are the words of these people. Okay, so you guys knew right off the bat that who and what this was. Okay, when you saw him, so you knew this was the guy. So which one of you was the last one to show up?
It was probably me. Okay,
that sounds about right. Okay, so after you show up, come walking over, the guy in robes just doesn't look at anybody in particular, doesn't change, pull back his hood or anything, just says, "Follow." And then he just turns around, starts walking out of the area where the grounds where you're at. And as you guys were gathering there, and as that guy was standing there, so there's like other guys in the Legion of the Black Death that are coming and going out of the Citadel, because this is the fortress of where they're kept at. They've like gathered in groups and are watching because they don't know what the hell is going on, right? And all they see is the word of Ius standing there, and they're like, okay. So he turns around, starts walking, and he starts walking out the door leading out into the streets.
I'll turn around because I was able to see the little thing behind me with my robe, and so I just sort of give him a kick and get out of my way, filth. Now walk on.
Sorry, Lord.
I love that you got to fucking turn around to kick him to tell you to get out of his way. Okay. Okay. Are you guys going to say anything to each other? Or?
Yeah, I'll sort of, as I see that, I'm just going to pass by the goblin, and walk in step with the dude with the eyes, because I can't really tell who's in charge of our group. It's either him or the big dude. But the big dude, I'm assuming, is in front, and I'll start with the guy with the eyes and say, "So is this the way that it always is? We're just ordered around and forced to do whatever they tell us to do. Now, don't get me wrong, friend. As long as it's killing, then I'm all right. I just want to understand how things go around here."
I'll look at him and go, Our energy is best spent serving the will of Ayus. I would keep your mouth shut.
Then I turn to the goblin and say, friendly bunch.
Short one's up in front of me. Quiet now. Important people are talking.
Coming, Lord, coming.
Okay, I got to stop for a second. So,
Goblins and gnomes.
What do you think of his Salus sort of impression?
So it's a good husky male version of it. Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, I'm impressed. It's good. It's good. Okay.
Yeah, take it up like 1 octave.
Yeah. Well, he's a cousin.
All right. Okay, so you guys make it out onto out of the fortress, onto the streets, and like I was saying, it is a hodgepodge of different types of villainy from around the Flyness and from the Abyss. Like I said, there are demons, but there's not. It's not like there's a demon on every corner, like, hey, can I sell you a watch or anything like
taking
that.
photos with tourists.
Yeah.
As we kind of walk away too, you may or may not notice an owl kind of jumps down and crawls into my pack.
Yeah, I don't notice that. I am looking to see if, as we go by, anything of interest. By interest, I mean shiny, valuable.
Well, there's plenty of shiny, valuable stuff on people.
Yeah, I mean, something that's really going to... I mean, because I am... this is my first day on the job. So it has to be something that looks really expensive.
I don't know.
I'm not saying right this moment, just at some point as we continue.
All right, I'll keep it in mind. So as you guys start to continue to following the voice I use down and through the streets, the crowds part. Whatever it is. There was even as you guys were walking along, there was a demon that was in the middle of the street, and he seemed to be shaking down a squad of orcs. And essentially, for whatever reason, he was either getting money out of them or what have you. But he kind of like looks back over his shoulder, and he sees this voice I use walking, and he's all like, "Whoa!" and he gets out of the way. So there's a couple of tag-alongs start to follow and whatnot, just curiosity seekers watching you guys as you walk through. Now the distance from the fortress of the Black Legion, the Legion Black Death, Legion of Black Death, to the Citadel of the Bonehearts is super short. You guys are only literally like 5 blocks away, and essentially the interior of Daraka is there's this great big evil-looking palace, okay, in the center of this city, and then there's a circular road that goes around that, and like spokes, all the important there's roads going off of that, and then all the important buildings are around that. There's the Tower of Null, who is essentially widely considered to be the most powerful of the Boneheart and the right-hand man of I use as far as wizardry stuff goes. And then there's your barracks. I'm not going to take a look at the map, but one of the other things then is the Citadel of the Boneheart. Now, as you guys are starting to make your approach towards the Citadel, you can see it starting to loom ahead of you, because as you come around the corner, you start going, and then he stops, and the voice I use goes, and he's going down an alleyway. He moves, and it's like maybe a block away from the Citadel of the Boneheart, and he starts going down this alley. Now, in this alley, there's some dastardly deeds going on. There's obviously some guy who's getting murdered. They stop, and there's like 2 guys stabbing this dude, and they like stop in the middle of stabbing him, and they like stand up, and they just watch you guys go by, and then like after you go by, then they turn back around and start stabbing the guy again. There was like some kind of like illicit deal going down, and the people who are doing that stop and like recede a little bit deeper into their hoods, and then don't do they just freeze. And then You pass them. Eventually, you go down the alley. You turn down another alleyway. You turn down another alleyway, and it opens up into the back of the Citadel of the Boneheart. And there is a back gate that you guys are led to. And at this back gate are a couple of like hordling demons. Those are the type of demons that can basically take on any type of form. They're like a hodgepodge, you know. And as they see the voice starting to approach, one reaches over, grabs the wrought iron handle of this door and just opens this heavy door, and then the voice goes in. Now, as the voice passes, you know, because they're kind of like, you can tell they want to like try and look intimidating, but they're holding back and not doing that. But then after he goes in, they all start looking at you guys and they start showing their fangs. It's like,
I'll just take a puff of my pipe and blow some smoke out.
One of them looks at the goblin and goes,
he like kind of like shrieks and instinctively kind of goes in tighter to Beggar, who is the big guy, but then remembers that Beggar is no nicer, and it just kind of like puts his head down and tries to get through as quick as he can.
They just kind of scowl.
I completely ignore
expect
them.
people to.
okay, so you're led down a hallway, and this essentially leads. Essentially, as soon as you go through that back door, it leads down a flight of steps that goes down about 15 feet, and you can tell that it takes you down to essentially what the basement of the Citadel is. There's torches and sconces along the walls that are burning with an oily smoke that collects along the ceiling of these hallways. The hallways are not extremely large. They're maybe 6 feet across, and every so often you pass by bolted and barred doors that have iron, like the iron bars in it for like if it was a prison door. You hear moaning from inside and maybe even some light weeping coming out of one of them as you pass that. As you keep walking further through, you take one turn and another, and then it ends at a set of very highly polished wooden double doors, and the voice I use goes over, stands, and then just motions towards the doors. Doesn't say anything, just like kind of points at them.
Yeah, as I walk past, I'll just say, and I kind of look at the voice and say, "As a voice of Ayuz, you're remarkably silent." And then
They're better that way.
And then I'll walk through the doors.
Okay. It doesn't say anything in response to you.
Yeah, I didn't think it would.
Yeah. Okay, so you open these, just the double doors, you just swing them open, or are you going to like open it?
No, I'm going to swing them open. Yeah.
Okay. They do swing inward. Now, it opens into an extremely large room that has, well, not extremely, it's a large room, just littered with bones. There's a path and a walkway that leads from these double doors to a circular table that is in the middle of the room. And then you can see a path that leads over across the room to another set of double doors that's on the other side. The room itself is chock full of bones outside of this pathway through them. All kinds of different types of bones. Human bones, elven bones, gnome bones, halfling bones, and like bones of monsters and different types of beings and what have you. There is the room goes up 20 feet, and then there is a balcony that circles this room. Okay, and there is not a banister, what do they call that? A railing around it of the same type of highly polished wood. On each one of the walls is a black robed figure with the hood up, and they kind of got that whole like monk thing, got their arms in their sleeves, and they're looking. Their heads are cast down as if they're looking down into the room. In the table comes. You can, as you start to approach, you notice a couple of things. One, the table is a sectional table, as in parts of the table can be pulled out because there's a hole in the section. And then the table is pushed back together, and it's pushed back together around a head. And so on the table is this head, and you can see the body beneath the table. It is a gnome that is in the table. So,
oh my God, another one.
Yeah, they're all over here.
There's gnomes everywhere. I'm traveling with one. There's one here. Gnome stew for dinner.
I give him a dirty look. I don't say anything. I just give him.
Scump gets really excited at the sight of this, and especially at the mention of that. And he kind of claps. He's like, "Oh Lord, can I have the eyes, please?"
Now,
do I recognize this guy?
Actually, you do and you don't, and we'll get into that in a second. There's two people in here. One is a big, lumbering half. I think it's Orarg. It's the half orc, half ogre type. You can tell just by his body, but he's pretty much completely bare chest, has on like furry breeches, and has a black hood, like a executioner's hood, over its head, and it has a really big like wooden club that's studded with big heavy iron rivets in it. And there is a man standing, a Backloonish man. Now, the Backloonish are, think of Middle Eastern. They have like a kind of a darker complexion. He's got jet black, kind of wavy-ish hair, although it's shot with gray on the sides. He has an immaculate beard that runs very thin and trimmed, and he looks like he's a good-looking guy. He's a really good-looking guy. He's dressed immaculate, and unlike so many other, like as you could probably guess, inside of Doraka, black is the black. You know what I mean?
Speaking of which, I realized that I'm the only one who didn't dress for the occasion. Everyone's wearing their dark clothes, and I'm wearing one of the greatest heroes of all time, Ken the Eagle from Science Team Gatchaman, on my shirt, which is really poor planning on my part.
Yes.
Come on, man.
Sorry,
guys. I'm so sorry. I let you all down.
If you didn't notice, he's a big fan of what here in the States we call G-Force.
Yeah, G-Force was great.
It was.
But the original's even better.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, that's right. You guys automatically know who this dude is. This is Kerman. This is one of the Boneheart. This is Kernan. His nickname is the Mindbender. And he is an extremely powerful man in Doraka, in the Empire Bayous. There are normally 6 Bonehearts. Currently, there's only 4, and he's one of them. Okay? And as you guys come walking in, he turns and goes, "Greetings. I see you've come. Beggar, I do believe. Yeah, hold on. Help me with your names, guys."
Scump.
This is Malice. There's Stump. And this is Cortis.
Costas.
Cortis, Costas. Whatever.
Yes. Well, I'm sure you're probably all very interested as why you're here.
I am now.
Excellent. Well, not to, make with the dramatic entry or the subterfuge, but I have a particular nasty little problem that needs taken care of, and so I've decided to get you gentlemen into this for me to take care of it, and because your reputations precede you, and you. And he points at Malice. The reason for you is because you, sir, directly connected to this.
Are we going to get to the point anytime real soon?
You do not say that to him, do you?
Fine.
Just,
But my very posture absolutely
Yeah, your posture can say that.
as I'm like dozing off.
He points at the gnome, and the Malice, you do recognize the gnome, as in you don't know him personally, but over the years, the clans that were in the White Plume Mountain, okay, you know this because this is your lineage, your history. These gnomes ended up either fractured off into separate groups. There were the groups that stayed loyal to Keraptis. And then there's the ones that said, we just want to get the hell out of here. And then later on, there were new Keraptises that popped up, says, I am Keraptis, and declared themselves to be the wizard incarnate. And they started to get different factions around them as well. This gnome, you know, even though it's extremely subtle and no other non-gnome would be able to tell, is a gnome that is in league with one of the false Keraptises. You were with, at one time, the faction that is still considers themselves loyal to the original, the true, the only Keraptis. Okay?
Okay. And this guy's stuck in a table with an executioner nearby.
And his face is beat to shit. It's all pulpy on one side and like draining blood. He's only got one eye that's open. You can tell he's missing teeth and whatnot. There's blood just pooling out of his nose. There's blood that's all around the table, around outside of where his head is.
If possible, I'm going to take a step toward him, see if anybody does anything. If so, I'll stop. But take a step and sort of lean on the lean on the table.
You're gonna lean.
I'm gonna step out, tippy toe up to the table, and look at the gnome.
Nobody stops you.
And say, there can be only one.
That is right. And we serve the one true Keraptis.
Yeah, I'll spit on him. And then walk back toward the others.
Excellent. The reason I've brought you here is because I wanted to show you this and to give you an opportunity to talk to him and ask any questions you might have. You're going to go somewhere. You're going to go and you're going to kill for us somebody. You're going to kill this Keraptis. You'll never kill my master. Never. He is building his power. He will dethrone your hiatus.
May I kill this one now?
Eventually. Do you have any questions?
Where is this false Keraptis based, gnome?
I'll never tell you anything. And
can we torture it?
Of course you can. Have your fun with it.
I create a magical bonfire right beside it and slowly start edging the bonfire towards it.
Okay.
So, Scump is kind of gonna look around, like, did you really just say? And after, it's like a little kid kind of waiting for permission, and he's bouncing on the spot, and then finally he can't take it anymore, and he just runs, and like almost kind of runs like he puts his hands on the ground when he runs, and leaps up onto the table, and just like squats like kind of on the guy's ears on top of his head, and just starts like tearing into his scalp and just pulling up.
I said you could have the eyes later.
No, you
have to talk to it first, then you can eat it. I don't care.
He just made a bonfire next to it too. So I mean,
on the other side, I imagine.
Kind of like, I mean, yeah, because I'm assuming that you're doing one, not necessarily on his head, but like you get real close and then like start reaching him to try and get at him.
No, yeah, I guess that is. Yeah, I forgot about the fire. Yeah, so he's just gonna go up and just try, like, or maybe he grabs an ear then, and he just like starts pulling on the ear until he rips it off, and he's gonna start eating it.
Okay. I mean, Beggar was yelling at you. I would say.
Well, that was I jumped. I said, so if I'm gonna start like tearing at his ear. And if somebody stops me, then I'll stop.
I yell, stop! We have to talk to him first. Then you can have his eyeballs. You may eat them. They're yours.
I'll cast
what I thought.
Mage Hand and like put it over his mouth and nose so he can't breathe.
Okay.
And just so he starts,
and I'll direct the smoke from the fire into the sweaty air he is getting.
Okay.
I recommend you speak quickly.
What do you just? If you promise to kill me quick,
I'm gonna suck your eyeballs out and bite your nose off.
Jesus Christ. This episode's gonna be so fucking dark. I apologize.
I will kill you quick. So that he may eat you.
What do you want to know?
Where are you based out of? Where's your false master?
He's many places, but his main base is in the Griff Mountains, right before, on the border with the Bluff Hills.
Oh, Lord!
In the ruins of Toast.
I'm gonna cast Zone of Truth.
Okay.
Nice.
So, what's the area of Zone of Truth? You're just gonna do it on the table?
It's like a 10-foot radius.
Well, if it's 10-foot radius, you could pretty much nab everybody. You're gonna want to. I know you can because you can maneuver it. So, who would you like to get caught up in that?
Oh, just him, and okay. I guess myself. Can I want? No, if I'm obviously if I'm in the radius, I don't have to. I can pass automatically, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So no, just him. He's very cautious not to get anybody else and invoke any wrath.
Okay. Okay. So you've got it. And he said he resides in the ruins of Tostenka.
How many other fools like you follow him?
There are hundreds of us. Well, hello in the face. Little do you know.
They're gnomes. Who cares? It's not like they're a problem.
We are everywhere
I'm standing right here, asshole.
I can see it now. Before this episode's over, it's going to be Clint Eastwood malice.
He's slowly making the transition.
Quite all right. Okay.
Scump is going to take a dagger out. So he's got this almost like an ammunition type belt, like one of those cross. And there's just 8 daggers, just small ones, more like throwing knives than actual daggers. Okay. But he's going to take one out and start pulling at his ear again, this time gently. But he's going to just start cutting in to where the ear meets the head.
He looks
Anybody
over.
Else have any questions?
You said that you would kill me quick. Get this goblin off of me.
Are Anybody you afraid, else? Gnome?
Yeah, I do. How many guard this False Keraptis?
You know.
When he laughs, the goblin just Scump just cuts the ear clean off.
Ah! Okay. He's in the throes of pain for a little while.
Yeah, I mean
it's
that's pretty painful.
Funny, Gnome.
Yeah. He's kind of in between agony and sobbing right now. After a while,
I have a newfound respect for this goblin now.
He pulls himself kind of back together. He's become a little bit numb to the pain since he's been here, but okay.
Ear on toast. Do you have any toast?
Oh no, he's mowing that thing down.
Listen, gnome, we don't have much time. Or you don't, I should say.
I promise to finish you quickly.
I will answer your questions.
Your False Keraptis. And what nature are they? Are they like you, or are they powerful beings?
He looks over at the goblin and like tries to move his head away a little bit before he answers. He's like, hundreds and magical beasts and traps. He lives in Tostenka. It is full of magic. It is the magic of the Elder Flatten. He is going to reclaim it. He will reclaim all of this land, for it is his.
Bear in mind, this is gnome magic, so probably not real impressive.
I give you a dirty look again, and I take a puff of smoke out of my pipe, and say, "Can you draw us a map of the fortress?"
Well, yes, I could.
Anyone have any of those things you write with and draw on?
I do. I have a few pieces of paper now.
Now his hands are like below the table, right?
Yeah, they're below the table.
He's just a head, essentially, with a body.
There's a table and the head's just sticking out.
He's not going to
Describe it to me. Describe it to me. I'm going to draw a square here. That's the fortress. Now you start telling me where all the bits and pieces go into it and around it.
To the right of that, draw a circle.
And that is?
And then to the left of it, draw a circle.
And that is?
And then to the below that, draw a circle.
What should I label these circles?
Circles.
I'm going to walk under the table because it's easier that way and just punch him in the gut.
Okay. I'll not tell you what there is in Tostenka.
Scump starts running his fingers through the goblin's hair, and he just licks like the blood that's dripping down the side of his head from where his ear is torn off, just like this long, creepy. Yep.
You know what promises mean? Absolutely nothing. And I slammed the bonfire into his face.
Okay.
Missing Stump somehow.
No. Why would you miss Stump? It's just
you wouldn't.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't. No.
So we just need to have Stump make us a dexterity saving throw. That's all we need right there. No more.
Wow, 21. Pretty
He's
good.
jumpy.
Yeah, 21. Excellent. You definitely get out of the way as the bonfire rolls over and it sits on his head. He starts screaming and burning, his flesh bubbles, and not too long he's dead because he was already.
For the first time, you guys might see Costas have a slight smile at that sight. But
eat away, it's cooked for you, little thing.
Underneath it, that was pretty nice of you, actually. You're not such a bad guy after all.
Scum
take care of your friends.
Slouch, and he just kind of sulks off the table. And you can hear he's like muttering to himself, "You ruined it."
Is there any under the table as I'm looking? I mean, and I'm sure anything of value has already been long stripped of this guy. But is there any?
Oh, yeah, he's naked.
Oh, so is there any sort of identifying mark or tattoo or anything of his clan?
But you do know that he is the one of the servants of what is deemed by those who are not working for them as the third False Keraptis.
Okay.
Like third as in temporally, or third as in like at the same time?
Three.
So like there's at least two other ones that are operating right now as well.
Possibly.
There are more than that.
See, here's the thing is, Malice, you do know a lot more about this sort of stuff. So if you ever want to interject information, say so, and then I will give you said information.
Yeah, I just say there are more than that, and that's it.
Okay. So after that,
I don't know these guys.
After you barbecue the poor gnome, that's when Kerman chuckles to himself and goes, "Well, that went well. I'm just curious to see how you operate. See, I've already got all the information out of that gnome I wanted. I just wanted to see, well, what you would do. You're being judged.
So you have the information. You know what the.
Of course, I have the information. I am Kermit of the Boner.
Excellent. Would you be willing to share the
Of course I'm going to give it to you. Because you're going to go and you're going to kill this man for me as a test.
Excellent.
If you succeed,
Looking forward to it.
perhaps then you will be rewarded with working for me more. But if you don't, then, well, don't come back at all.
Thank you ever so much, Lord, and thank you for not killing me yet, Lord. And
Of course not. I wouldn't waste my opportunity. I wouldn't waste myself on killing something such as meaningless as you. But
and no one appreciates that more than me.
of course you do. All right. Well, I've got a teleportation circle that you're going to take soon. You're going to go to this place where this gnome is told us of. I have a map of the area as he described it to us, but I wouldn't put too much trust in what it is. His resolve was incredible, very incredible. I doubt even under the magic that he told us the truth. But there it is. Until then, you go and do your business before you leave tomorrow. I will have you back here in the morning. A voice will come and pick you up again. And then he just turns and he starts walking towards the other double doors at the other end. And he does a wave with his hands and the doors open up. He walks through it and they close behind him. And you're just left in there with the big guy.
So I'll walk out from under the table at that point, take a puff of my pipe and say, he seemed nice.
So is there the original voice still our handler, or are we kind of just free to walk away for now?
Well, if you turn back and you look through the doors that you came through, seeing as how I doubt any of you guys bothered to close them, that voice is still just standing there.
Okay. I'll walk over to him.
Yeah.
Be like,
it looks like a guy by the
shape. Build.
Yeah.
Should we be expecting you again tomorrow, or should we just come here directly?
Just come here.
Thank you for your time. And I'll kind of wander outside.
Okay.
Just going to take a quick peek around the room. Anything interesting?
Lots of bones, but those 4 robed individuals are around up top.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm watching him very keenly, as I was told to.
Mm-hmm. What are the rest of you guys doing? You just gonna hang out in there?
I'll head out with after. I don't need to collect bones.
I have no time for places like this. Yeah, I just march right out, not really caring if anybody comes.
Okay. All right. So, you guys going to say anything to each other? Do anything? You're going to have to, because he just basically said, "Go do what you got to do," and then I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, and we're going to teleport you somewhere.
I suggest everybody make preparations and get whatever it is you think you need for this little mission, and be ready. We're not going to wait for you, especially you short ones who can't ever keep up.
I'm getting a little tired of your hiatus attitude.
I'm so sorry for the way I was born, sir.
Shut up.
At least one of you knows contrition.
Said you're very cocky now, asshole. But the false Keraptis won't be so easy to kill.
Oh, no. He definitely won't be.
Dun, dun, dun.
Why? Is he like an elf, all dainty?
You got a weird way of looking at the world, man.
presume from context this False Keraptis is another human?
No.
No. Really? What is he supposed to be?
Well, yeah.
He's just like.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think of what I want to tell these guys, though.
Yeah, okay.
You know fiends, right?
I've heard of them, yes.
Point to my helmet. Met a few.
You heard of the realm of shadows, yeah?
Yes.
These guys are trying to rule that. Ain't easy.
Well, your guy is.
My guy, yeah. Well, I'm just telling them what I want them to know.
Okay, all right. I'm just making sure that you know. That's all.
So this False Keraptis is not a mortal, but is a fiend instead?
Of sorts. Much more powerful than a mortal. But not as powerful as the true Keraptis.
Or, of course, our Lord Ayuz, yes?
Of course, that's why I'm here.
Very well.
I know the winning side when I see it.
Let's see.
But keep in mind, Keraptis could give Ayuz a run for his money. Now, these are not nearly as strong, but you don't want to go in foolishly. And I look at Beggar when I say that.
Now, is this Keraptis a girl like you, or is it a man like me?
Yeah, I just flick you a little finger.
I don't know why I'm being punished working with such. Very well. I have my own business to attend to. I presume I will see you all in the morning.
I'll be there.
And you scum thing, where do you reside?
Well, I'm supposed to stay with you, Lord, but now you're splitting up, and I don't know where. Don't leave
You
me.
may attend me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Of course, sir.
Follow.
He scurries right,
Where do you?
right behind you.
Where can you get a goblin slave like that? You just pay. I assume here you could just get him anywhere, right?
I would think I could purchase one. Yes, I can.
Yeah, there's a corner store where you can just pop in. It's like, yeah, I want 2 kobolds and a goblin.
I look at my money pouch, sigh, close it up.
Okay, so basically, I mean, if there was anything, granted, he's given this time for you to collect yourselves, collect whatever you need to get together. Just know that you could have basically any regular items or stuff that you would deem necessary to bring along with you.
Right.
Nothing magical,
Right.
but definitely.
So like any like an explorer's pack equivalent or something.
You got it. I mean, it's like basically that's
Rope, you know, rations, that sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
A ship,
An airship.
Yeah.
an elephant.
Well, yeah. Okay.
I look at
So,
my pouch,
all right, so then you
sigh,
guys-
close it back up.
All right. So then now, after this, you guys go. I take it, go about your ways, go back to, essentially, because like you guys are with the Legion of Black Death. You know, you've got your own quarters that are in the Citadel. I mean, in the fortress of the Black Death. So you guys can go and do that. So if there wasn't anything in particular, what we're going to do is we're going to skip ahead a little bit. And each and every one of you, okay, as you bed down and go to sleep for the evening, okay, you find that your sleep is restless, it's hard. You don't know really what is to put your finger on why you can't. It's not as if you're not tired. You're tired. That's not a problem. You lay down and it's like you're just laying there and you start tossing and turning and just it's something itching the back of your mind, like something you're forgetting or something important you should be doing, but you just don't really know what it is. And then you wake up, get up out of your bed or from under a bed or out of a pile of straw, however goblins sleep. I'm not sure about that.
He's curled up in the corner.
Yeah. And you've decided, well, if I can't sleep, I'm going to get up, I'm going to do something. Okay. So you get up and you like get up and you open your eyes. And as each and every one you gets up and you open your eyes, it's not as if you're getting up and you're getting out of your bed. It's almost as if you stepped into your body. Like you were all of a sudden didn't realize you were in an astral form and you stepped into your physical form. And you're back in that room with all the bones. And there in the room with you are these 6 shadowy figures and 1 figure in black plate armor.
Okay.
Now, here, let me go ahead and I'll get onto the, because I have a map.
Do I recognize the black armored figure or any of that? I have any idea what's going on?
I recognize it, I think.
You do, as a matter of fact. You recognize the black armor as here, let me get rid of these guys. Bloop. Bloop. Okay. The man in black armor is a it's just a male figure, like think of your traditional like anti-paladin or something along those
Sure,
lines. Yeah. So essentially that's what you see of him, okay? The shadowy figures don't really have, they have form, but their forms are not, let's say, how would I say it? Here's this guy right here. There's the big guy, the big armored guy. Put him over here. And they are, they're like they're like just a shadow form of a person. Okay, it's just, I mean, it's the best way for me to describe it. But everything about this is like you can see it's like all the intricate outlines of something. It's almost as if you took a regular person and it was a cutout and it's all black and smoky and swirling with black mist within it. Okay. So let me get some of those guys. Unfortunately, I forgot to put the tokens for those guys out because I'm a terrible person. You guys can go ahead and drag and drop. I don't know if you guys have any.
I don't really have a picture of my dude.
Go ahead and drop them, and then what we'll do is we'll put your names onto them.
Okay.
I got a token.
Okay. I think if we click in, we go to. Here we go. Costas, that's what they're. Show name. That should do it. See, there it is down at the bottom.
Yep. Got it.
Okay. Save it. And yes, unfortunately, normally we would have images for these sort of things, but for a 2-part series where I'm anticipating these folks dying, you know, spending money on that, yeah, it's not just fair.
That's why, in the spirit of the evil campaign, I just pilfered a picture.
Exactly. Okay, so we're going to say that these are the shadows. Three, four, five, one more. Okay. So let me array these guys into 2 rows. You guys are like, go ahead and array yourselves over by like as if you had just come in through that door over there.
Door to the right over here?
Yeah, you got it.
Got it, okay.
I don't want to do that. Okay, there we So there's got the guy in the black armor in the back. You got these shadow guys up in front of it there, and then up above. Let me get rid of these. These guys aren't there, but up above here. Ooh, look at that. There you go. Good
Nice
job,
work,
Jared.
gentlemen.
Oh, look at you guys. Look at you guys. It's almost as if you're professionals. Almost.
Well, if I were professional, I probably would have done it before the session.
That's
Yeah.
why
There
you
you
almost like it, yeah.
Okay, so on that balcony that circles the top of this up here, right? There is, you feel a presence, an overwhelming presence. And you guys all look up, and you see looking down at you with these blazing open eyes that just scream power is Ayus.
Scump is going to immediately throw himself onto his hands and knees and like face down. He's like, "Oh, my Lord Master!" And then he's going to fall silent. Like,
Okay, so now you would think for being the big bad bully, just boogeyman of the Flyness, that Ayus would be just an extremely intimidating, menacing looking figure. He's not. He kind of's got the build of an out of shape accountant. He's a balding guy, got a couple of chins. If you were to see him just on the street, you would probably think, I could just really easily kill this guy. But the power that emanates from him and his stare and his glare down at you guys is so intense, it's palpable. So intense to the point that I need each one of you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm not good at those. Ooh, I'm really bad at those, actually. All right, here we go.
Wow, mine was much better than I anticipated it was going to be.
Ooh, excuse me, guys. Okay, so let's see. Scump is the one that gets the best. All right. All of you feel an unresistible urge, a need to kneel.
I was going to do that anyway, but yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I wasn't going to, but I will now.
You all kneel. Even Scump kneels.
so
Scump's already
like,
on the
do
floor.
I'm like hands and knees, like I'm, so do I come up to a kneeling position then? Or?
No,
He's
you're
already
allowed to-
kowtowed.
Yeah, you're allowed to continue to grovel, right?
Okay, yeah.
And whatnot. And then basically, so as that's going on, and it's almost as if you feel as like this is a symbol of something. It's a symbol of your place in the world, your lot. This is what you are, what you're supposed to be doing. You are the servants. The will of Ayus is what you feel, okay? And even though you're being compelled to do this, regardless of whether you want to or not, it feels right for you to do that, right? And then you hear this from across the room. That's right, damn it.
Pringles, if you'd like to be a sponsor.
Rise and meet your new master. And as those words echo through the room in which you're in, that will that made you kneel down, that sense of purpose, evaporates. It's as if it's been broken and shattered away from you. And because you guys are all groveling, you don't have to like do that so much anymore. You sort of like look up, and all you see then is Ayus looking over across the way and just pure, unadulterated hatred for across the room. Okay, at this other person.
Can I turn around and see who it is?
Oh yeah, it's you know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It is a false Keraptis.
Yeah.
As far as you're concerned.
Yep.
Okay. That's
I would
what
recognize the real one, probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and I brought out the turn order, so we're gonna roll some initiatives here. because these guys right here seem to like want to come and get it on with you, so to speak.
Let's get it on.
Yeah, right. Ooh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Nihilus Mage Slayer's ready.
All right. That. Okay.
How deep are these piles of bones?
Actually, parts of them you could definitely dive into them and get lost.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. It's almost as if they're made for a goblin to go and dive into.
It's like leaf piles when you're a kid, but instead of
Yeah.
bones.
Yeah. Well, it really sucks. We have to fight this false Keraptis, but ooh, bone piles. Our favorite time of year.
Oh, look, Krampus gets to go first.
What did he roll?
That's what you want.
Yeah.
Oh, God, he rolled a 24? Jesus.
Yeah, he sure did. Okay, so basically, he chucks a fireball over here,
Yeah, of course he does.
and he just goes, shoo, and you just see this coming at you, and that's where we're gonna go to break. And then when we come back, we'll get you guys getting beat up. So hey,
God
everybody,
damn it, Steve, if you don't have counterspell. What kind of wizard are you?
Sorry.
Yeah.
we've got we're going to take a short break. So for all those watching, first, hey, thank you for watching. Hope you're not getting totally weirded out by the incredible evilness of the party.
It's like watching a party full of ashes.
I don't know. I think these guys are a little bit worse than that. I mean, there is some sliver of good that floats around in ash. It just tends to get pushed down a lot. So thank you for watching. We'll be right back. We're just going to be gone for just a short couple of minutes. So if you need to go refresh your beverages, get a snackage, use the lavatory if you need to, all those sort of things, go take care of that, and we'll be back and see what the hell's going to happen to these guys here. What's going on?
What? And we're back. Thanks,
Welcome.
everybody, for waiting around for us.
Yes, we are all refreshed and revived.
And I also changed my shirt into an... Sorry, what was that, Michael?
And have some excellent cinnamon swirl bread. Fresh.
You
from the
evil
oven.
bastard. I am wearing an evil shirt now.
You are. Yeah, all right. Well done, Adam. Yeah, you're supposed to wear black. It's the bad guy episodes.
Yeah, I didn't think about that, but I should have.
Yeah, well, it happens. You know, it's all good. And again, compliments on I like the overlay. It's good. Okay, so so there's this fireball. Lee Kim, are you still with us? Are you see? This is strictly for you, buddy.
Thanks a lot, Lee.
I hope he's still here.
Yeah, if not, he'll catch it in later. Okay, so what I need each and every one of you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
I'm going to do so with advantage.
Yeah, that's good.
Dexterity saving throw?
Yeah, that's good. Oh, that's bad.
Oh, I'm going to use a luck point and do that again.
Okay.
Oof, mine's not good either.
Not much better, but
Okay.
Damn.
So everybody fails. All right.
His DC is above 18?
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Because my cloak is shimmering, and it looks like I'm standing next to where I used to be.
Excellent.
Let me read what it says here. This is a cloak of displacement.
I don't
While
think that
you-
affects the error of effect spells.
Yeah, I think it's just attacks.
Yeah, it is. I'm looking at it. It's just an
Anyway.
attack. It just gives me... They have disadvantage on attacks against me, which they already kind of did because I have the dexterity thing as a thing. Never mind.
Okay.
It does
All right.
nothing besides burn.
Okay, so everybody failed. So, let me get this out here. Okay, and that's D8 on the fireball. Which is always good. All right, let's see how much damage this does to you guys. 59 points.
Wow.
You guys just get boom, boom.
Wow.
We are gonna die.
All of you guys are
gonna die.
You guys are thrown to the floor.
I'm
not going to penalize you half your movement to get up, but you're all flown through the floor.
Bones smarted a bit.
Flying all over the place.
That's
the ground rocks.
Okay.
So, hey, Costas, it's your turn, man. What would you like to do? Oh, and after that, it explodes and the fire subsides and you guys are rolling around on the floor there and feeling beat up. There is the "Now kneel to your new master." He says that.
Wow. Okay. Well, yeah. So not super stoked about that.
I know, right?
So I'm gonna just place right about, I guess right about here. Well, it's not a fireball, but it's cool anyway. Cast this and that. Okay, so essentially it's a big ball of acid.
Oh, nice.
God, I rolled terrible. But before you do anything, I have Empower, so I can alter some of these rolls here. So it's give me 1 sec. So there's a 1, 2. Wow, I rolled 4 ones. Okay, so I'm gonna roll 5.
Those 2s are below average too.
I know. Roll 5d4.
Where is
That's a lot
False
better.
Keraptis?
Okay, so
Right
1,
here.
2, 3.
Let me.
This guy?
Yeah, that guy.
So where the fuck's I use? Behind us?
Yeah, see him up top there.
This guy?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's going to be 32 acid damage instead.
Okay.
So if they fail to save, they take that. If they make it, they take half. If they fail it, they take that. And then on the end of their turn, they're going to take another 12.
Okay, so they'll take how much to start?
So right now, either they're going to take 32 or 16 if they pass.
Okay, and then 12 more.
If they fail.
Okay. Wow, 32, huh? That's pretty good.
I have Empower spell, so I had to use a sorcery point to do that, but I did.
Right.
It's worth it, yeah.
Once.
Okay, all right, cool. And who's all that going to encompass?
Everyone over there.
Everyone. Okay.
Yeah, it's a 20-foot radius, so.
Okay. The False Keraptis uses his legendary ability to make that saving throw.
Great.
And then,
Still takes half damage.
Still takes 16.
Yeah. In your face.
Let me put that down for him. There it is. 16.
Hey, it's a start.
Okay, so let's roll for these other guys though here. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna roll them all together and then we'll piece it. Okay, cool. Oh, they all fail probably.
Yeah, my DC is 17, so depending on their.
Nope,
Well,
they all
15 if depending on the modifier.
Well,
Yeah.
the 15 guy. Yeah, the 15 guy will save.
Okay.
Okay, so the other guys will all take 32. Nice, well done.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Oof, this is bad.
Yeah.
It's definitely not good. And then so that's the one. Two. And then do I want to do anything else? No, unfortunately, I think that's all I got at the moment. So.
Okay. Oops, no, he didn't. He took 16. This is the guy who's 16. Okay. All right.
What are these really that big? What are they? What's the squares on these?
They're supposed to be. I think they're 10-foot squares.
Ugh. Okay.
Yep, because I bumped it up one. So yeah, they're 10-foot squares. Okay, so Malice.
All right. Well, I just dust myself off. I would like to rage.
Good. Good. Good.
And not a hell of a lot that I can do here, so I'm just gonna
Run towards your enemy.
Yeah. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. I'm just gonna run here.
Okay.
I'm not gonna bother taking the defend action, but what I can't hold an action anyway because I just used it to run.
Correct.
So it's irrelevant.
All right.
But I don't need it anyway.
All right. Hey, it's the Shadow's turn. So this guy's going to come over here.
Mm-hmm.
That guy's going to come over there. And then he's going to... This guy comes and jumps up on the table for theatrics more than anything. Okay, so two of these shadow guys are going to attack you. As they come running over towards you, it's not as if they draw weapons. It's as if shadow swords grow out of their shadow hands.
All right. They all roll with disadvantage against me.
Okay. Why do they roll with this?
Because of my cloak of displacement.
Oh, that's right. Look at that.
Nice.
Yeah, that's good shit right there. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. Oop. Oop. This is the first one. That's a miss. Okay, here goes the second one.
Ooh, I need to... Oh, no. The 21
second one,
hits.
21
Yeah.
hits. Okay, so he hits. Okay. So he's going to do... Okay, 10 points of necrotic damage to you. Bam!
Yeah, so... Hold on. What am I resistant to? I don't know. I don't think I'm resistant to necrotic.
What kind of
am I?
barbarian are you?
Path of the Totem.
Okay. Oh, are you Earth? Are you an Earth? Or sorry, are you a bear barbarian?
Yeah.
Then you
It's
are
everything.
You resist to everything except psychic.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, so fuck
Pretty
you.
awesome.
Not you, Steve. I thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah,
Fuck you,
yeah.
Will DM.
Okay. Thanks. I guess.
You're already gonna kill me. So what's my damage? 10. So 5.
5 points. 5 points in necrotic, man. That's it.
All right, that's not bad.
No, not at all. Hey, beggar, it's your turn, man.
I cast mirror image.
Nice.
And then I move just a step forward.
Okay.
The Scump, meanwhile, is yelling out for direction. He's like, the night or the shadows, the night or the shadows. He doesn't know what to do.
Heal me, asshole.
So is that all? Is
Would
that
be
all?
preferable.
Is that all beggar's going to do? Are you going to hold an action or something, or?
I mean, it's a full action to cast a spell, so I cast mirror
Oh,
image.
that's right. My bad.
But I'll
Okay.
take extra attacks. For
Yeah,
it.
awesome. Yeah, no, give him 3. Give him 3.
Okay. So Scump, somebody said, "Heal me, asshole," and that's about all the direction you got.
All right, so he is going to cast Bless on
Okay.
everyone.
Nice.
And,
What's the range? What's the range on Bless? I just want to make sure that you can hit.
I think it's 60. Let me see.
I might be
Yeah,
out of
because
range.
you'll still be in range, dude.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I'll step up if I need to.
No, I'm pretty sure.
No,
yeah,
I'm
you're
in
still-
there. I'm in there.
Yeah, he's in there.
It's a
Oh, it's
30
actually, the range is only 30 feet.
Yeah.
Oh,
So he'll
I'm not
move
in
up
there.
and get within 30 feet of,
yeah, that works.
and then cast Bless.
Okay, cool.
Are these 10-foot squares?
Oh,
Yes,
Will.
10-foot squares.
After the shadows, what did you give them an additional 12 points of damage for the ones who failed?
No, thank you for reminding me. Let me go ahead and do that.
Thank you.
Okay, so
Yeah, good thinking. So what does Bless do again, Jairus?
Here, I'll pull it up.
So when you attack roll saving throw, you get to add a d4.
Yep.
Okay, awesome.
Pretty sweet.
yeah, it is actually.
And then because of his domain, Adam, you get to make an attack as a reaction.
Cool. Now can I do it?
Yep.
Because I'd like to. Yeah.
Okay, they all took their extra acid damage.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
Does a 21 hit the guy in front of me?
Oh yeah, and your weapon is magical, correct?
It is.
Okay.
So I don't know what this 6 is.
That's your rage damage, dude.
No, just a 3 is the rage damage.
Just
So
rolling
I think it's just 14. I think it's just 14. Oh, this is if it's a 1d10 if I do a two-handed, which I'm not doing because I have my shield out. So it's 14 points of damage.
14 points. Which one? Ping the one that you were hitting.
The one directly in front of me. This guy over here.
That guy right there? Yeah. Okay. All right, so he takes 14. Ooh. Yeah, it goes through him, and it's like hitting a yellowish figure. It like passes through him, but as it goes through, you guys have fought like shadows before, but these seem to have some sort of more substance to them than like a regular shadow.
Oh shoot!
Okay.
All right, and then with my action, because I cast. Oh wait, no, sorry, that was my action. Never mind. Well. Yeah, I guess with my bonus action, I'll cast a spiritual weapon and summon just like it kind of looks like a demon. It doesn't move. It's maybe like a statue of a demon that just like moves and the claw swipes up.
Let's find you one.
Perfect. And I'll target the same one that Adam just hit, or Malice just hit. Try to finish it off.
Okay, so you're going to what's the?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Bless is an enchantment spell. I take that back. So I get to cast enchantment spells as bonus actions. So with my action, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame against this.
Okay, so I'll take that out of there. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm not going to get rid of it yet. I'll just move it.
Yeah, it'll probably be coming back at some point.
Exactly. That's what I'm anticipating. So you're going to cast
Sacred Flame. Boop. DC 16 or 7. Plus an additional 1d8.
Okay, so your DC is 16, you say?
Yep. Okay. So 8 damage.
8 damage?
2 frickin' ones.
I hear your pain.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to use Fury of the Small. Try to finish this thing off, so it takes another 10.
Is Fury of the Small on spells too? I thought it was just melee attack.
It is spells.
You can do spells too? Okay, so go ahead and roll another d6.
It's not. It's just 10 damage.
It's just
level.
yeah.
Oh,
it's
yeah, that's okay.
Yep.
Actually, that is just enough to get rid of it.
Yes.
It explodes into a puff of smoke. Okay.
I look at my pipe for a second that I still have in my mouth. Think, ooh. I might want to rethink this nasty habit.
Or not. All right, so let's see here. Okay, so it's we're back to the top. It's Keraptis'
Fuck
turn
this
again.
guy, man. I hate this guy.
All right, cool. Let's see, what's the range? Oh, okay. So let's see. I gotta move him.
If you could move him right next to me, that would be great.
Come fight you, pussy.
Okay, so he moves to right there. And, it looks like Malice needs to make a saving throw. Let's see what kind of saving throw this is. Oh, it's a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. Say. You have advantage.
9.
You have advantage.
Oh. No, I had 4, don't I?
A D4.
A D4?
Yeah. That's still going to fail. So.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's
okay, so
an 11.
Okay, excellent. So let me just, I'm going to read because you failed.
Yeah, I'm aware.
You attempt to charm a humanoid you can see within range. It must make a wisdom saving throw and does so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting it.
So you do get advantage.
You do have advantage.
Okay.
Yep.
Not that it's going to matter.
Oh, I thought you rolled the second one. No, it might. You still
It might.
roll it.
You can roll that 20.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah. Or not.
So,
That was
even
like
with
a
the
tease.
D4, it's not going to matter.
Yeah.
Can I
If
be
it fails
charmed
the
while I'm
saving
raging?
throw,
I don't think that matters, right?
Oh,
No, well, that's yeah. If you're immune to being charmed, you very well.
Some of the barbarians are immune to charm, so
I
yeah,
don't
check.
think it, I don't know if it's me though.
Charmed until the spell ends or until you or your companions do anything harmful to it. The charmed creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance. When the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed. So you can go ahead and you can check on
No,
that.
I don't see anything.
It looks
that
like it's
says
the
that I
berserkers that have that.
can't.
Or at
Maybe,
least-
yeah.
Yeah, probably. Okay, so basically what it is he just looks over at
Oh
you.
yeah, berserker. I'm not a berserker.
No. He just looks over at you there, Malice, and says, "Come to your master."
You know, for a minute he looks like the real Keraptis, and I was serving him most of my life up until about a week ago.
Yeah, right?
So, yeah, I mean, it seems reasonable that we would be friends.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Can I still kill his shadow guys?
No, he said, "Come over." And to add a little, "Come over here, get out of the combat."
All right.
Okay.
Now, how often do I get to make a charm spell? I mean, a charm save?
You don't until he makes you do something that you wouldn't do.
Yeah, it's just kind of.
I mean, and I would walk over there next to him because that's what I had been wanting to do for as soon as we got in this door.
And it's not like he's telling you, "Hey, go kill your friends." Nothing like that.
Honestly, I've just met them.
That's so true.
I mean.
But you love beggar already. You're become
It's true.
fast
Everybody
friends.
but beggar I would attack.
So true.
So if he or any of his minions do anything harmful to you, you get to. I think.
Yeah.
Then it breaks the spell, right?
Yeah, it sounds like it does actually. From what I'm reading here.
Yep.
So, okay, so it's me. Right.
Can you de-spell me?
No, can't.
Yeah, so many people just don't memorize dispel magic.
All right, I've got another. Screw it, why not? Are there any of the shadows that are within 5 feet of each other?
These
yeah, right here, up at the top.
Okay, well, they're 10-foot squares, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah. Well, just for the purposes of saying, if they're next to each other like that,
okay,
and you had an area effect like that, I'll allow it to happen. That's not a problem.
Actually, you know what? I'm not going to do what I was thinking. I'm going to just screw it. I'm going to do this again, but I'm going to center it around, like right about here, so it hits. Actually, no. If I put it right here, it'll hit him, and
even if you hit me, it doesn't matter. I go for it.
All right, cool. I'm going to center another vitriolic sphere right here, so it hits big guy and this shadow guy down here.
Okay.
And I don't think it will hit Malice where he is right now. So.
No, I'm sure, because that's what's the area of effect?
It's just 20-foot radius.
Nope, he's good. He's out of it.
Yep.
Okay, so let's go ahead and.
That's better. That's much better.
Okay, so we're gonna do a saving throw for the shade.
Yep. I'm gonna spend another point to reroll those 2 1s as well.
I think you should.
I think you should.
2, 4. Okay. Well, it's 37 damage then.
Okay. This one pops out of existence. Oh wait. Oh, it's only 37. Hold on a second. No, that's the one that hadn't taken a lot. So he's still around. So 5.
And at the end of his next turn, he will take an additional 12.
Yeah. At the end of his next turn?
At the end of his next turn.
Okay, cool.
That's cool stuff.
All right. And Keraptis took how much?
Well, I didn't see if he failed or not.
No, he succeeded.
He takes 17.
Okay, so 17.
Damn it.
But he's got to make a con save.
That's true.
Okay.
Wasn't it 30?
All right.
Is charm concentration?
7 points, so it would be 16.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure charm. Or no, you know what? It's not.
I don't think charm's concentration, so he doesn't have.
Friends concentration.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Malice, man, it's your turn. You can go stand over next to your buddy.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
That's not my voice.
No. How's it going, man? All right. Get behind me, man.
No, things are. I can't. I have short legs. This is as far as I can go.
Exactly. All right, cool. It's the Shadow's turns. Okay, so let's see here. 10, 20, 30. 20, 20, 30. Okay, cool. All right, so we've got two of these guys are going to attack Mr. Goblin down here. One.
So yeah, he's lugging around this big shield that's like the size of him, and he just like kind of cowers behind it.
And it works. They just beat on your bing. Okay, now we've got two attacks going against. I do believe that is yes. Okay, so that's Becker right there. I'm pretty sure that'll miss. But 23, I'm sure that probably hits. Am I right, Michael?
I'll cast shield.
Yeah.
All right.
Love that spell.
It's a good one.
Beggar, these filthy little shadow things, they tried to attack you. How dare they?
I was kind of distracted by the gnome running over and being chummy. You know, never trust a gnome. How right I was.
Right? And of all things, you guys know that he was in league with these dudes. So this just makes sense.
Absolutely.
Yep.
But I'll use Green Flame Blade and attack this guy in front of me here.
Oh, yeah.
Was a 29 hit?
Yep, it sure as hell does.
Yeah, that guy will take 16 damage, plus from the green flame he'll take. I gotta look at how that works again.
Yeah, at that level, I'm sure it does.
So he'll take 3 plus another D8. Hold on. He'll take another 8. Or the guy next to him takes 8.
Doesn't he take?
So the guy I attack takes 16. The guy next to him takes 8.
Okay.
So let me ask a question about Charmed Person here. It doesn't say anything that I have to do what it says what it wants me to do. It just
but
says,
you guys are best friends. It says
right,
that.
It just says,
it's not suggestion.
No, it's not. It's not. If you want to say something that is different, that you would be plausible enough to where you wouldn't want to be standing right next to him.
No, I'm fine standing right next to him. I am absolutely fine standing right next to him. I'm just pointing out that I don't have to do what he says.
No, you don't.
He's just
but you guys are like this, man.
Yeah.
You like peanut butter and jelly. You like peas and carrots.
We are.
And I make my second attack then against my guy. So 23.
Okay, that hits.
Or 13.
Okay. Ooh, yeah, he's looking pretty bad.
Meanwhile, I'm cursing about the foul traitorous gnome.
So am I, truth be told, internally.
Scump.
Scump is. Which one did Beggar just attack?
The one directly north of you.
All right, so he's going to cast a healing word on Beggar.
Okay.
Let me cast.
Just so you know, I'm looking really rough.
I know, but you can't take advantage of the extra.
I actually don't look too bad because my absorb elements helped a lot earlier. But
well, part of it too is that earlier you kicked Scump and Beggar didn't.
There's that.
Just throwing it out there.
Actually, you know what? Let me check one thing real quick.
You're gonna cast Fireball on Caustic.
It would be so cool if I had Fireball.
Fireball.
Beggar let you have the eyeballs.
He did.
But then he cooked them and ruined them.
Yeah. Who wants cooked eyeballs? Ugh.
Right? This is all the
What are we,
consistent.
savages?
Right? Ah, jeez. So true. So true.
All right, so all right, yeah. So he's going to cast. Where is? Oh, he's relatively safe. Yeah, he's going to cast Healing Word.
Okay.
On Beggar.
Okay.
And then he's going to attack. Well, he'll see how his attack goes first. So Healing Word. Where are you at? All right, so he recovers 8 hit points and then gets to make an attack.
It's pretty badass. I like that. I like that a lot. That's a really, really cool ability.
And he just like, you must fight, my lord. Yeah.
I gotta admit, Jairus, I kind of dig on this dude. All right, Michael, who are you gonna attack?
Oh, me again? Already?
Oh yeah.
No, he gave
You get a
his-
reactionary attack because
his
sweet.
special ability. Yeah.
Oh, the guy right in front of me then. I just
All
go
right.
after him again. Now, can I use my green flame with that ability, or?
I do believe it's a melee attack, probably.
Yeah, it is just a single
Okay.
attack. And then
But
do
my
you
green
have
flame is triggered from my melee attacks, but
Actually, the melee attack is a requirement after casting. So you
if you have Warcaster, then
Yes.
that allows you to cast a cantrip in place of
Do you have
those.
Warcaster? If you do,
Yes.
you can do it. Yeah, then you can.
Oh, hell yeah, then. Hell yeah.
Yeah, you can do it then.
so I make my melee attack, and if it hits, then my green flame goes off. Is how that reads, I guess.
Well,
So
actually,
anyway, there it goes. I rolled a 25, and so the green
that's going to hit.
go off.
That's gonna hit. And that's actually going to
So
kill.
that's 13 for the guy I'm attacking, and 8 for his buddy.
Okay, 8. And green flame blade, the way, just so we know for going forward, the way that works is that the requirement of the spell, like a spell component, is the attack.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So you are casting the spell, so you can't use that as a retaliatory for like a attack of reactionary attacks, or what's the one I'm thinking of? Where the guy
An attack of opportunity.
Thank you. Yeah.
Well, that
He's
is
a
specifically
Warcaster.
what Warcaster does.
But a
though.
Warcaster,
I'm a Warcaster.
the Warcaster allows you to do that.
Yeah,
So-
right.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah, and under normal circumstances you can't. That's what makes
Correct,
Warcaster
correct.
awesome. All right, and then with my action, I will. How's this guy looking right here?
They all look kind of bad. They all look kind of transparent at this time. That guy more so than the others. You know that this guy right here and then this guy up here are looking much more transparent. When you first were encountering these guys, the blackness that was within them was total. Like you couldn't see through them. Now those guys, you can see through all of them now, but you can really see through those other guys.
All right, so that guy's got to make a dex save of 16 or take 10 damage.
The top one or the bottom one?
Top one.
Top one. Okay.
Just protect my masters. Oh, fuck you.
What? He made a natural. What, a shadow can't make a natural 20?
No, shadows die.
All right. Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that'll do it.
Okay. All right. Here we go. So, hey, it's Keraptis' turn again. 10.
Hey.
Where's it going?
Hey, Scrump. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, there, Chief. It said, "Come and kneel to your new master." Woo! Look at that. That is sweet. It still fails though.
Well, you got a D4.
Yeah. No. Yeah, roll that D4 because
He
you.
did.
He did.
Oh, you got a 1. Guess what? You still failed. Dude, you were so close. You're off by 1. Okay, so you're charmed. He's like, come over here, my friend. Come to your new master. You're like, that. You know what? I don't think this guy will ever kick me. I don't think. Yeah.
This is the beginning of a whole new world.
Yeah. And you can feel a fuming Ayus behind you over here, man. He's like, God damn it! Sorry.
Well, do something, asshole. Help us out.
Okay. Oh, Costas. It is your turn, sir.
So right here. Sorry, Scump, bump.
See, he kicked you earlier, and now he's gonna acid you. You should have fireballed him when I said.
And it's gonna be at 5th level.
What he gets for being weak.
And that's so lame. All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, I'm gonna re-roll. I'm gonna use another sorcery point. Roll. How many do I have? 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, let's roll 5 of them. Roll 5d4. Okay, so barely any better.
Slightly better than it was
1,
before.
2.
Man, you are rolling crappy on the
Okay, well that's fine. 1, 2, 3.
Lots of ones. And
it's exactly the same, actually.
Yeah,
so.
There's no difference.
Matter of fact, those are all 1s and 2s.
Yeah. So
really
28 damage if you fail the save, and 14 if you succeed. By the way, that will hit literally everyone, like all the shadows and Keraptis, as well as Scump.
Okay. All right. So how much damage did I take before? What was that first fireball? I forgot to deduct
59.
59, yeah.
All right. So let's see if he just killed his healer.
Yep, I know.
Yeah, I think he did.
Come on.
Costas isn't very wise.
What's
Oh no.
What's the DC on that again?
17.
Okay, so the first both of the shadows made it.
Great. So glad to hear it.
And how much if I failed?
If you fail, it's 28.
28 and 59 is 7. Yeah, I'm down.
Sorry, dude.
Look
if I were playing someone else, I wouldn't have done that.
It looks almost as if Keraptis is going to fail, but he uses a legendary ability to succeed.
Of course he does. By the way, did you do the previous 13 or 12 acid?
Oh, no, you got to remind me of that. So
okay. All right.
And he still takes half damage, right? Even though he's...
Yeah, he's supposed to take half damage.
Yeah. And then let's see here. So 14. Oh, hold on. Let me give him his 12 first. Yep. So that's 56. All right. Oops. I just gave him hit points back. Okay, so 56, and then he just took 14. So, okay, you're going to have to remind me.
Okay, and I don't know which shadows before failed, so, but if whichever ones did fail before, they take 12.
Yeah, I just gave it to him.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I only cleared out one shadow? That's a level spell. Oh, actually, I'm an idiot. Can you take a 3 more off of... I wrote a higher level. I forgot to look at the 3. So it was 31 damage instead of... So 1 off of the people who succeeded. Which I guess is everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I mean, All right, that's all I got.
All right. Hey, Malice, what are you doing? Your buddy's up here, and... He's a pretty swell guy.
Yeah, I'm going to follow behind him and say, "Excuse me, False Keraptis, my friend."
He spins around and looks at you. Keraptis, I am no False Keraptis. There is only one, and I am here.
Well, I mean, you're a good guy and you're a friend of mine, but you're not the real Keraptis. I'm really, but that's not my point. My point is, can I attack somebody, False Keraptis, please?
Okay. He's looking at you. There's like smoke and shadow coming because like he's wearing a full helm, right? It's got slits and stuff, and there's like shadow stuff starting to pour out from the of the helmet, and he starts breathing real heavy. He doesn't say anything.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so it's the Shadow's turn. And is Scrump down?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so-
I killed him. Sorry, Scrump. Costas doesn't really care about a goblin.
But he is your healer.
Costas
Yeah.
also has very low wisdom.
Okay, so we've got one of these shadows comes rolling up onto Costas. And he's
Sure.
gonna attack it. Oh, I do believe 23 will hit you. Am I correct?
Yeah, it will. Even, yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
even with. All right, that's what I like to hear.
Yeah,
So we just took 9 points of necrotic damage.
awesome. Super stoked.
Okay, so now we've got 2 attacks going against our boy here, Beggar. So attack 1. Attack. Wait a minute, I'm rolling d10s. Hold on.
No, keep rolling those. Those are fine.
No, all right. Watch, I'll get lower. Told you. Almost. Yeah, I did.
You
See?
did. Yeah.
Okay, attack 2. Okay, I'm sure both of those miss you. You got a high AC. Okay, you're on mute, Mike.
Oh, I just said both. Yeah, you both missed.
Okay, all right. So that's all of them. Oh, speaking of, hey Becker, man, it's your turn.
Which one looks the thinnest?
The thinnest is the one who just. Well, no, I think it's the one. Yeah, the one south of you looks like nearly transparent.
How about the one there near my wizard sorcerer?
He is the second most transparent.
All right. I turn on that one, and I will cast a Ganzer Scorcher on it.
Ooh, nice.
Or just for 14 damage. My spell save DC would be 10.
Does it get a dex against that?
A Ganzer's pretty sure it's a dex save.
Yeah.
I thought it was a roll to hit. Like, okay.
Yeah, it's a dex save.
Okay, so let me give him his dex save.
But 8 plus proficiency plus either strength or dex.
He failed. So he takes 14.
Actually, my spellcasting ability is intelligence. It's like 15 or 16.
Okay, he
My
failed. He
spell
failed.
save DC.
You can barely see that guy anymore. He's so transparent after you scorched him.
Okay. And I'm going to fall back here to kind of give more protection to the sorcerer.
Gotcha.
And I'll take the attack of opportunity. That's fine.
Oh, yeah, from that guy right there. Okay. Let's see what he does. 19. I'm pretty sure that probably misses, too.
That misses, too.
That's what I figured. All right. Plate mail, motherfucker. All right.
With a shield.
And okay, Scrump is down. Oh, it's Keraptis' turn.
Got a failed death save.
30. Oh, all right. Hey, Beggar. Wisdom saving throw, please, sir.
All right. And I do have Indomitable, so I'll get to...
You can do it.
We don't have Bless anymore.
Oh, it's gone.
So here's my Indomitable roll. Oh, it didn't matter. Yeah, it didn't matter.
Wow.
You know what's going to happen, right? Come over here to your new master. Oh, shit. You know what? That didn't happen. That did not happen. I completely forgot. He had swung around on this pathetic, absolutely pathetic gnome, and he's going to attack you. Okay, so let's see. Okay, attack 1. Attack 2.
Yeah. Yep.
Attack 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's got 3 hits on you. And he's just pummeling you with his fists.
I'd rather die.
Good news, you're not charmed. He's not your friend anymore.
Oy.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. There's
Good God.
40,
I'm gonna
That's
be
just
down.
with bare hands.
52.
I'm down. Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. Yeah, he just turned around. You called him False Keraptis, and he flipped the fuck out. You're like, "Ah!"
Yeah. It almost worked the way I wanted it to.
Yeah. Good job too.
If I was still raging, if I would have done that earlier, which I should have done.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Costas, man, it's your turn.
Yeah, cool. Right. It's not looking great. So I will cast Dimension Door.
What?
And if Ius wasn't watching, I would leave this place entirely, but as such, I will go clear on the other side all the way. And actually, I'm going to Dimension Door up here.
Okay, I got to make a roll.
Okay.
Fortunately, this is one that he's not going to be really super cool on, because I'm not going to even just go off as passive. We're going to just see if he notices what you're doing. Nah, there's a lot of combat and yelling. He's pissed because of this fucking gnome, so no, he didn't notice. Okay.
Cool. And unfortunately, I mean, like, sure, I don't think I've got any other attacks that I can do that are nothing I have as a bonus action. I don't think. So yeah, that's it. That's all I got right now.
Yeah. You notice how you staring at you, pissed.
You know what? Ius, man, has done jack shit during this.
Well,
so.
yeah, it's okay. All right. Oh, Malice is down. Oh, it's the Shadow's turn.
Do I need to do a death save?
Yes, you do.
Are you at 0?
I am. No, I'm beyond 0.
Oh yeah, give me a death save.
I had 44, and he did like 50.
Speaking
something.
of,
you were raging though, weren't you?
No,
I
I had to stop.
Yeah, because
Happy.
he
Cheerful.
didn't attack or take damage for 2 rounds.
Yep.
Oh, right.
And I forgot you should be doing death saves too there.
He did.
Already
one
did.
He has
earlier.
been.
Oh, okay.
Does 10 make it, or does that
Yeah.
miss it?
Yeah, 10
And makes
success.
Yeah, this isn't meat grinder, man. You made it.
Yeah, I'm confused after Tomb of Annihilation.
Okay, so here we go. We've got let's see, we got 3 shadows coming in on the man. One of these guys are bound to hit you. And 1. Nope. 2. Ooh, that might. No.
Nope.
And 3.
No.
Nope. It's all right. The way the story is playing out, we don't want them to kill you. Okay. All right. Hey, beggar, man, you're surrounded by these things now. No, that's more of a ghost. They don't really.
Which one looks the worst off?
The one directly north of you. Like he's almost gone.
All right. Then I'll focus my attack on him first with green flame blade.
Ooh, that missed.
That one didn't do well. So I'll just make my attack on him again for 15 damage.
Yep. Bloop. He disappears in a puff of what was left of him smoke. It's more instead of the. It's more the.
And then I'm gonna keep this thing over here.
Okay. All right. And that's it.
Actually, no. How do the other 2 look?
They're kind of the one directly behind you is as thin as the one you just killed. So this guy right
The
here.
other one?
Yeah, he's the and then the one directly north of you, while still less transparent, he's not as bad as the other one is.
Okay. Instead of moving there, I'm gonna do my on-action surge.
Move over here. Take an attack of opportunity again.
Okay. Why not? They can't hit you or shit anyway.
Yeah.
Yep, and he misses.
And do another Aganzer Scorcher this time there. Since they're both lined up, I can get them both. Or Aganazer. So a 19 if they fail. And,
Okay.
My second 18, it should be my DC.
That's a fail.
15 would be my DC, sorry. So
Okay, so they both make it then.
So they just take half damage. So
Which is how much?
9, I suppose.
That one's gone. Okay, so that would be. He doesn't look good, but the other one disappeared now. So it's just 1 against you. Whoops, I'm moving you. Ah, Jesus, did both of you guys.
The dancing.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Some
All right.
enchanted evening.
Scump, It's Keraptis' turn. All right. Let's see here. He holds out one gauntleted hand up towards you, Costas, and you need to make a. I'm pretty sure it's a dex saving throw.
Oh dear, that's not good. Okay, all right.
Why couldn't he make me do those?
He holds up his gauntleted hand at you and goes, "Die!" And like a bolt of lightning shoots out of his hand.
I knew I should have taken counter spell. Oh well. Okay, dex save.
Yes, sir. You fail.
Yeah, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna go to 0 no matter what you roll. So.
Yeah. Well, let's see what I roll anyway, because the folks at home want to see this.
Yes, they do.
Want to see this? Okay, let me just get rid of that. Bam. 18 points.
Okay. Yep, I'm out.
Not too bad.
No.
By the way,
dead. I'm just unconscious.
If I die, this will be 3 characters Will has killed of mine within the last 5 weeks.
Just wait. Okay. I mean, you've still got the heavy beggars right there, man.
Yep.
Okay.
You got like a pocket full of good berries or something? That would be cool.
Just drop it in everybody's
shadows.
mouths.
Okay, so the one shadow. Come on, baby, bust me in that 20. I know you got it in you. Think of all that's happened. This guy needs to go down. You like my motivational speech to man PC?
No.
Yep.
Keeping in mind, I do have mirror image up.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah, that's even if he does say it, it probably doesn't matter. Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
They're like, which one? Where's the bat?
Okay. Hey, beggar. There you go. It's your turn, man.
Dude, you got it. Oh, this is intense.
I swing again. 20 for 16.
No, that hits it.
Second attack misses.
Yes, it does. But let's see.
Do we keep rolling death saves here because you were skipping over us?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Just roll them.
At the same time, I'm also going to use my second wind as my bonus action right now because I might need it.
Natural 1.
Okay, so you are dead then.
No,
right?
there's only 2. I made the first one, luckily.
Okay,
So he's
cool.
down.
I'm
It's
down 2, though.
one save, 2 failures.
2 fails.
Yeah.
Excellent. I mean, ooh, this is terrible. Okay. I'm sorry, Michael. I cut you off there. What's going on?
I just used my second wind as a bonus action.
Okay, so you got some hit points back. All right. All right, so we'll just go right to Keraptis. Go ahead and make that death save there, Scrum. And Keraptis, you know it's coming. Go ahead and give me the save.
All right. Once again, I do have Indomitable.
Mm-hmm.
So an 18.
Nope, that fails too. And you are now charmed along with the other ones. Okay, so now what happens is like now that everybody's either dead or charmed, at least Beggar, because Beggar's the only one who's still alive. Beggar, you like look between your new buddy Keraptis and you look up at Ayuz, and Ayuz just looks wrathful. I mean, the hate and anger just is palpable that's radiating out from him. And right then, all you guys, remember when you were getting up out of bed and you felt like you were stepping into, you continue that motion of getting up and getting out of bed. And that was all like just happened in a split second between you rising up to get up and when you stand up. So you're like shaking on your feet and whatnot. And you're in your quarters back in the barracks of the fortress of the Legion of the Black Death. Holy crap.
Were you near each other?
Well, I would think that everybody has their own room unless Scrump has decided to snivel in the corner of one of your other guys' rooms.
Yeah, I figure probably in the same room as Costas.
Yeah, because I had him come with me.
I'm going to bust out of my room after that, storm down the hall to Beggar's room.
Okay.
Try to open the door. If not, I'll use my crowbar on it.
Enter.
Okay.
And I say,
Uh-oh.
I told you he was
I think we
fucking
lost your
strong.
audio there, Adam.
You lost my audio?
Did we lose?
It's not moving either.
Oh. He's starting to move.
Wait.
He's coming.
Hold on. Can you hear me?
No.
Yep.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah.
I think. All right. Yeah. I think everybody else on the Twitch hopefully heard me, and probably not you guys.
Looked like
So
a
as I open the door, I point up at Beggar and say, "See, I told you he was fucking strong."
He was a wuss.
Wait, you had the dream,
I
right?
saw how he flattened you, yes.
Yeah. No one's ever
How
done
you
that to
ran
me.
to him and like kowtowed at his feet, and then he flattened you for the effort. Yes, I saw that.
What happened to you? You didn't defeat him.
I defeated the shadows that swarmed around.
The shadows were nothing, man.
No.
You're not prepared, is what I'm saying. Come on, Rock. You can't win.
In our room, I'm assuming Scrump has woken up as well.
Yep.
I was like, okay, there's Scrump, is it?
Yes, Lord.
You proved quite useful. I normally don't care much about collateral damage. I see that was to my detriment this time. I'll have to keep that in mind if we are to enter battle for real.
Yes, Lord.
Backhanded compliment.
So let me ask: Did just the quick image of you slicing his throat while he was sleeping, Scrump, go through?
Oh, yeah, no, this is like there's yeah, yep, yep,
yeah. That's good stuff right there. Ooh, love it. Okay, so what are you guys going to do then after that? You are actually pretty exhausted after that whole thing happened, and if you guys go and you go to bed, you go to bed easy then at that point.
Yeah.
So you're mentally and physically drained, even though there's nothing wrong with you. You don't have any wounds. Well, Beggar wouldn't have had any wounds anyway, but I mean, you know what I mean?
I was actually fully healed by the end of combat.
Yeah, Costas will leave out and go to sleep, and he would never say this out loud. He's a little bit worried about what Ayuz is going to say about this, if anything, but he's still going back to sleep anyway.
I'm more worried about having to actually fight this guy now. I'm not thinking about Ayuz at all.
All right, so then the next day comes. You guys wake up, get ready. I take it everybody goes to the.
Oh no! So once Costas goes back to sleep,
okay, here it comes. Steve before the start of the next game.
He's gonna go visit. Beggar. He's gonna go find Beggar.
Okay.
And my lord, I take it you had the same vision as me.
Well, wait a minute. Let's start with the banging on the door.
Oh.
Or let's say even better.
Oh no, I wouldn't. I would pick the lock.
Scrump comes up while the door. I'm assuming that Malice didn't close the door.
I haven't closed the door. No, I never close the door. So no.
Oh, exactly.
I have
so this
cats,
is what happens.
So I'm used to just leaving the door at least slightly ajar.
So Scrump, you come down the hall and you hear Malice and Beggar talking, and we'll even say that you caught the tail end of that conversation that they had.
Okay.
Okay. So you hear them talking. So that's where we'll pick up. So now,
And then then I walk out, and I would just bypass him altogether.
All right. Yeah. So he kind of head down, like he always has his head down, and he waits, and he goes in. Hello, Lord.
Yes.
You had the same vision as I, yes?
I presume so, if it was the same one that the gnome had.
Yes.
You don't know that.
Came in and accused me of it.
I had that dream where I was in high school and I was naked and I couldn't figure out my locker combination. Did you have that dream? No, you didn't.
Pudding. Tapioca pudding too.
Ugh, no, I've never dreamt about pudding.
Lord, you know that I have always tried my best to serve you, as my master has told me. Costas, he is your rival, Lord. He has displeased my master.
It would seem so.
Now is the chance, Lord. We take him while he sleeps, and then you...
I wish I stayed for this conversation.
I trust you, my lord. We must take him.
I like where you're coming from. However, we should observe the critter a bit longer, because I think he can lead us to the weaknesses of the enemy.
Can I make a perception check just to see if I heard any of this walking back down the hall?
Sure, why not?
Just for shits and giggles.
Just for shits and giggles. Just roll it and we'll see what
my perception is -1.
Okay. you can bust it.
Well, it would be. I have advantage, but
12.
Yeah, you hear him talking, but you're not really making it out. Yeah, all you hear is sniffling.
Words, yeah.
Yeah, you think it's like, man, the goblin's just in there, you know, just groveling like normal. So, all right.
Lord, he has displeased my master. This is our chance. He will. You've seen it once. He will get us killed. He will be the death of us.
Yes, I know. I understand. I understand exactly where you're coming from. I have no love of him. However, we must think bigger, longer. Do you wish to be in your station in life forever?
I do, Lord.
Or do you wish to get to the next step in the station of life?
There is no next step from you, Lord.
Maybe you can have your own goblin to kick around. Now, wouldn't that be nice?
I dare not dream, Lord.
But I can dream for both of us. Stay with me, and we will get... That critter will get exactly what it deserves, and you will get the rewards you deserve.
Alas, Lord, I am your humble servant. And he kind of bows. And he leaves the room kind of mumbling to himself, even though you're going to get us all killed, you dumb, stupid bastard.
Excellent. Okay, so
just for the record, I would have killed him in his sleep.
I know.
For future reference,
I play the long game.
I don't. I would have tried to kill anybody in their sleep.
You know, actually, honestly, the goblin is not done. Like the gnome is not his first choice, but that is exactly where he's going.
Okay. Okay, so you go down to his door. Go ahead.
Yep. He steps in. And look, you are not my master. You are no lord. You are a filthy fucking gnome.
This is the way to get on my good side.
But you are murderous. I can see it in your eyes.
Yeah, what makes you think I'm not going to murder you for those comments?
You need me.
For what?
I will prove myself a valuable ally. I will not be your servant, but I will keep you alive. And the first step, we must kill Costas right now. While he sleeps. The one, the not big one.
Can I have his robe?
Well, I kind of wanted to. Yes, you can have his robe. You can have his robe.
Yeah. All right. What do you want? What's the plan?
Well, you begin to kill him, and then I will continue to kill him, and together
wait.
kill him.
I've never started and then stopped killing somebody before. I'm not sure that I'm capable of doing that.
Okay, you just keep killing him, and I will be there, and we will kill him.
Okay. Why do I need you in this again? Because you're gonna do what?
You will see. He is tricky. I will help.
Who? I've lost track of the conversation.
the robe-eyed fuck.
Oh, yeah.
It will take two. We must kill him fast, or he will escape.
Yeah. All right. Where is he now?
He's sleeping.
Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I want the robe.
Okay, so Jarrus, what I need you to do is just roll me 1d20. Okay, so you guys are going to go down to the hall. You're going to go down to the room.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Is the door locked or is it unlocked?
Well,
I left it unlocked and open.
So
Well, they're cracked.
Caustic. What is do you do anything special for when you're sleeping? And here's the only reason I bring this up. I'm not bringing this up just simply because you guys decided to murder.
Well,
him. because this would be a common precaution,
Right. Yeah.
within your profession.
This
and
is a
amongst who
shitty
you
place
work.
to live. Yeah.
Yeah. So
okay, so technically I'm asleep, but the robe never stops seeing. So
No, it doesn't. Adam knows this, but the dumbass gnome doesn't.
So basically, even though my eyes aren't open, I'm still, some part of me is seeing everything through the robe, and it's got dark vision at like 120 feet and all that jazz. I can see invisible things. I can see into the ethereal plane.
Okay, so when they come in, you're gonna know.
Yes.
That's all you need to know.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Continue.
All right. I checked the door to see if it's locked.
I always say, wait. We're only going to have one chance at this. And
I can pick a lock.
I go, I'll go in. You come right behind me.
All right. Yeah, now you seem like you're pretty capable.
And now Caustic can roll a perception check just to see.
Sure. The rope gives me advantage on these.
But that's for seeing. You're asleep. It's hearing, right?
All right, sure. In that case, 13.
Okay, so all I need is.
Well, it would have been a 13 one way or the other, I suppose.
I need both of you guys to give me stealth rolls. This is all doing pretty easy here, so unless you majorly fuck up, you're going to be fine.
Natural 20.
Not a problem at all.
I'm curious to know if my owl hears any of this.
Oh, gee. Stump.
That was the one thing you couldn't do.
It's a natural one.
I think my owl heard you.
Yeah. Why don't we say that you were quiet and fine at the door when you guys come up there? It's as you guys were walking by, you walk past, and I'll say that the owl overhears you say, "No, you fool! We just have to kill him." You know. So now it rests in Beggar's hands if Beggar wants to do anything.
All right. Is it initiative, or where do we go from here?
I just want to see what Michael's going to do first, and then we'll go to that.
Well, assuming my owl alerts me, I'll poke my head out the door and say, "What are you two fools up to?"
I slip into the room.
Okay. So
I'm
going to look at him and say, "Go to sleep, my lord." And I'm going to cast suggestion on him.
Okay, so now we'll have to go to initiative. Hold on.
And this is why you don't have evil parties, guys.
Yeah, exactly. This is the problem with evil parties.
Okay, so I cleared it. Here, hold on. I'll go ahead and I'm just going to go to, because this is all going to be theater to mind. I'm not going to. Well, why don't I? What am I doing?
You should have just left us on the board.
I was just going to say, here, I just put it back. There you go. So go ahead and here's the thing, Costas, this is actually
of
happening.
Course gets a 28 initiative.
But this is happening far away before they're even close to you. So you're actually not even hearing this.
This will be once you wake up.
So it's like they're still in a different part and haven't made it down
Yep,
to
you
the door.
just let me know.
I'll let you know.
28 though.
We'll see if you need it. How about
He's going to spring up so fucking ready when he wakes up.
Okay, so let's see here. Let me go ahead and put it into the order.
Oh, I do have a question, Will. Do we have spell slots? Like, because that was all weird, dreamy.
I think it was just a
Yeah,
dream.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you still have all
everything,
your spells and everything.
That's all I need to know.
Yeah, you'll be able to take me down. Don't worry.
All right. So the first person that goes as Beggar sticks his head out the door and says, "What are you fools doing?" or whatever Michael had said. Malice, it's your turn. Now, remember, like I said, this happened as you guys were passing by. So you're not by Costas's door to just like jump in. You still got to like go down.
Now, does he? I mean, yeah. God damn it. I'm gonna just keep moving quickly toward that door.
Okay. So all right. So he starts leaving. All right. So next would be Beggar.
And I just yell out, I have to take a piss.
I know what you're up to, this treacherous little sniveling snot-nosed son of a gnome.
What? What did you just say? I'm going to turn around.
Already approached me with an offer to assassinate you. I can only surmise that you're either after me, but since you passed my door, you must be after the wizard thing.
Okay, before we get any further, I got to bring something up. Now, Beggar, you were sleeping. So when
I wasn't sleeping. He just left my room and headed over to.
True. No. What I'm saying is you're not in full armor.
Oh, right. Sure.
Okay.
Wait, so to be clear, did Michael or Beggar not realize that I was talking about Steve?
I was wondering that. I wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Scump was trying to get Beggar to kill me. Not
that's fine.
Not
okay. All right. As long as it's irrelevant.
Beggar saw Malice as being the traitorous one, and only assumed that Scump would have saw the same thing.
Yeah. We're not used to paying attention to underlings.
Oh, man. All right. So what do you like? At this point, we haven't done anything. So you were just talking.
No, what he just, insulted my entire race.
Yeah.
Right.
Again.
Again, for the fifth time, easy. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll start walking back in that direction now. Pull out my battle axe.
Put that away. You don't need that in these halls.
No.
Save that for a real threat.
Well, that's
true. Or when I'm no longer your enforced ally.
Yeah.
Am I going to whiz save?
A real threat. Yeah, that I can understand. And
okay,
I keep walking toward him.
All right, so that would have been... so that would have been their thing. So now we'll say it's in the order. Scrump's turn. You're going to cast Suggestion on him, you were saying?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Now, do you have the ability to cast that with... No, read me the spell. I want to make sure. What's the verbal and the somatic part of it and whatnot? Is it just a, hey, how's it going sort of thing? Or... Because I'm so used to the Morgan way or Morgan or Raleigh, whichever one does it, where they have that subtle casting, so they don't have to do that shit.
So unlike Charm Person specifically says that afterwards they know they're charmed.
Correct.
Like Suggestion doesn't have that,
right.
So it wouldn't know. But it does suggest a course of activity limited to a sentence or two, and magically influence a creature that you can see within range that can hear and understand you. Creatures that can't be charmed are immune to this effect. The suggestion must be worded in such a manner as to make the course of action sound reasonable. A wisdom saving throw. Yeah.
What's it say? Is it just verbal, or is it verbal? It's
verbal, and it requires my spell, my holy symbol.
Your holy symbol. Okay, so this is basically what he would just see. Then is that you either grasp something, and then
he's kind of constantly clutching it. It's like it's part of his hunched over posture, is arms in, close.
Oh yeah, you don't have to have your holy symbols like,
Right.
a clock like a Flav Flav around your neck. You can have it in your pocket.
Flav.
Right.
So okay, all right. So you're gonna go ahead and do the suggestion.
It is late, my lord. Go back to sleep. And it's just I need a wisdom save. And my DC is what do you roll?
More than 11, probably.
Woo! Yeah, more than 11.
Okay. And is that I actually, because of Indomitable, I have advantage, but that didn't matter.
Oh,
Nope.
So
You like?
yes, you are right. It is late. I suggest you also retire to bed, for tomorrow will be a busy one. And I turn and slam the door as hard as I can.
he really has to be careful about those racial slurs. They're really getting to me.
Yes, my lord.
All right, so we're going to bed then. All right, I guess it is late.
We forget our plot to murder someone. Is that so? Just like
Oh, are we still doing that? I
commonplace?
thought you were just telling us that it was time for bed. It is late. I am a little tired.
back into your room.
Oh, okay.
We must wait a minute
Yeah. All right. Walk back in.
and give it like 15, 20 minutes for him to fall into like a good deep sleep.
I'm getting a little tired too. How long are we gonna wait here?
It is time. Are you ready?
Yeah, sure. So we're killing the guy with the eyes.
Guy
on his
with the
rope.
eyes.
And I'm taking the
You
rope.
must.
What exactly did you tell me to do?
Go to
Go
sleep.
to bed? I'll go to
Go to
sleep.
sleep.
What's that?
Go to sleep.
I see.
All right. Well, I guess we do this. Yeah.
Okay, so now you guys get down. We're gonna say now you're at the door. So hold on a second. Let me go and I've cleared it. So
Fortunate for me.
Yeah.
yeah, that was a hell of a roll.
And actually, because it's a concentration spell, there's a chance he could have dropped it. But
Okay, so you're at the door now. Back into Caustic's room.
All right. Now be quiet this time.
I don't say anything.
Stealth
After the
check.
last time I spoke really loud, I just peek my head in and check to make sure he is still in bed asleep.
Okay, go ahead and
Perception?
make both of you make perceptions. Caustic's too.
What,
I mean, it just
are
gives
they
me advantage.
perception or stealth?
Well, yeah, it'd be perception for you, but
For me,
stealth-
yeah, sure.
yeah, but stealth for. Or do you not care if you're being stealthy? I mean, how you?
No.
No,
yeah, I wanna
we're
be stealthy.
we're just trying to move quietly.
Okay, so that'd be the stealth, not perception for you guys.
Okay, let's see. Stealth.
Better at stealth than perception. Oh well. There you go.
Okay.
We've both got a 14 stealth.
Okay. Don't you get advantage because of your rogue though?
Well, I mean, I'm asleep, so we'll just.
But
say
even so, it's still a 10 or a 5. That's
yeah.
Yeah, an advantage
Yeah,
to perception checks while you're asleep seems like
Yeah, it's
But even
fine.
so, it's still a 5. It's
Well,
still a 10.
because basically what it does is that rogue would wake him up.
Right, but he rolled
well,
twice
even
and he
so,
got a
the
10.
advantage wouldn't matter anyway.
Yeah, it's like I'm considering it like a straight roll for that. So
Okay. So it doesn't when it sees things, it doesn't like automatically wake you up.
well, I mean, I probably would have trained myself to try to wake up, but I mean, it's fine. I'm cool with it.
But
being
again,
a
if we
10.
look, I mean, you did technically roll twice.
It's
Yeah, he did. So it would
yeah,
have been
I'm cool with it.
Okay. All right. So yeah, he's in there. He's sleeping.
All right, I'm gonna rage, run over, and attack him with my battle axe.
I'm gonna hold on, look,
Right, just chopping his neck. Yeah.
and I'm gonna cast Dominate Person on him,
On
Costas, while he's sleeping.
Oh, okay. Okay, so go ahead and roll your initiatives there, guys.
All right. Dominate person.
You guys will definitely go. You'll have to.
put it up here.
Yeah, you guys will have one round to
19.
act before he's able to join into the initial round. So it's basically getting a free round out of what's happening.
The robe itself says, although you can close or avert your own eyes, you are never considered to be doing so while wearing this robe. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
So
But that, I don't
But I'm
like.
still saying he has a 10
But
because he
that's-
rolled twice, and the advantage
But that was
would be
the,
higher.
that was the
Yeah,
perception.
Yeah, it's totally fine.
Yeah.
I don't think closing your eyes and being asleep are the same things.
Well, it would. That's what I'm saying is
I
you
don't think
guys
it matters
beat
in
him
this
with
scenario.
stealth.
No, it really doesn't. It's more
Yeah.
for
The
I think
stealth-
it's fine to give him
stealth-
give him advantage.
yeah. All right,
Okay.
dominate person. Here it comes.
Well, how does that work with me being asleep?
What's going to happen is they get
you are unconscious
free
and
rounds.
prone. It's an automatic crit.
Yeah, they get 2 free rounds on you, and then you will
2 free rounds? I thought it was 1
No,
free
no,
round.
they're 1 free round.
I
Okay.
get 2 attacks.
I
though.
was thinking 2 people.
Yeah.
They get 1 free round on you, and then you get put into the initiative order.
Cool.
So
Okay.
go ahead and
Yeah, sorry,
roll
Steve.
your initiative.
No, it's fine,
I
man.
still
We're
think you
evil.
could probably kill us.
I'm cool with it.
I'm sorry, not dominate person, hold person. I got that.
Hold first. Okay.
So, this counts as a critical, right?
Yes,
All right.
all the attacks on
You have advantage on the attack, and if you hit, it's an automatic crit.
Right, and I also get an additional weapon damage die because of my brutal critical at 9th level.
Okay.
All right, so what am I rolling? A battle axe
I thought I clicked with
with advantage.
Yep.
Okay, so I have an 18 on a wisdom save, by the way, for that hold person.
That's will fail then, or you pass.
Okay, I was gonna say
Yeah.
what? You're DC above 18?
All right, so that's 13.
Plot twist. Scum possession. Baptist.
So it's 17 points for the first one,
Sure.
and advantage. Another. Well, there's 17 points. Sorry, 19 points for the other.
Okay, so 17 and 19.
Yep.
36 damage so far.
Yep.
That's not great, but that's fine.
Okay. What's your initiative there, Steve?
Oh, I wasn't sure if you want me to wait till they were done with their first round and roll it.
Yeah, go ahead and roll it.
Okay.
Put you in the order, 'cause-
Well, let's see. It won't be nearly as good as last
Oh,
time.
sorry. I gotta cast
24 is pretty good though.
Sacred Flame.
Okay,
All right,
so
so I'll do
your
some.
hold person failed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but hold person is enchantment, and I cast my enchantments as bonus actions.
Gotcha.
Can you cast 2 spells?
No,
I don't think so, right?
Sacred Flame's a cantrip. He can-
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Oh, it's a cantrip. Okay.
Yeah, he couldn't cast another spell, but he could cast a
right.
cantrip.
Actually, you know what? I won't cast Sacred Flame. I will instead go stab him with one of my daggers.
Sure.
Okay, good.
Oh shoot, I don't have it. All right, well we're gonna
I'm pretty
do.
sure one way or the other, Beggar's going to be mad at us.
Yeah.
whether we.
Oh, ouch. Okay.
It was a crit anyway. What a waste.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Oh, I didn't roll crit damage.
Well then, do that. How did you forget your crit damage? I was thinking
forgot.
those were
It's
really
another
shitty.
10, it's another 10 points.
Yep.
All right, so that's regular. Oh yeah, I didn't roll crit either, so shame on me. So 5, 9. Sorry, I thought I had my attack programmed, and I did not.
All right.
16. 17, and then I'll use Fury of the Small.
Wait.
What's the
Why do you
drain?
have so many damages?
Part of my thing is I roll an extra 1d8 to my attack damage.
Fury of the Small. That's
No, that's
No.
a cleric ability.
But you stabbed me
what's
one
the-
time with a dagger. Am I correct about that?
Yeah, so the dagger does 1d4, but it's a crit. So instead of rolling 2d4, I rolled 1d4, and then I rolled it again.
another D4.
Okay, so that was 5 from that.
And then,
And then I get an extra 1d8 to my damage rolls because
Okay, so it's 12.
D8.
What's the third
Okay.
1d4?
No,
Yeah, that's okay. So
Oh,
Oh, I see the 1d8.
Yeah.
I see the 1d8. So.
Yeah, I see 1d8.
Yep,
1d4,
you got it. You got it.
Okay.
You got it.
1d8, 1d4. Okay, so 7, 8, 12, 17, and then Fury the Small bring it to 27.
Where's the 17? I'm sorry. Where's the 17? It's 4.
All right, so
Yeah,
you're just
7 and 1 is 8, right?
Yeah.
And then the 4 brings it to 12. And then the 5 from the 1d8 up here brings it to 17.
Oh, you're doubling the D8?
Adam rolled in between.
You're doubling the D8?
No.
Yeah, it's a damage dice. All damage dice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's ridiculous. All right, sure.
No,
So
that is true.
5, 9, 10, 7.
Sorry, Steve.
And you're going to do Fury the Small. Well, that will make me 0 then, guys.
No.
Okay.
Oh, evil bastards.
All right.
Adam
If you
feels
just
bad
didn't
about
have-
this.
If you didn't have that all those D8s and okay, that's fine.
Well, the thing of it is
Yeah.
everything's a crit that first round.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it should be easy to murder someone in their sleep.
I know. I know. I was thinking of taking tough as my feat, and I really should have. Oh well.
Yeah. Next guy.
It all came down to one thing.
Yeah.
Your stealths were better. Your perceptions sucked. That was if you'd have made one of those. If you'd have made a perception roll on that, your robe would have woke you up. You would have seen them coming in, and then you'd have been able to read.
Yeah, I mean, when they rolled stealth, they rolled pretty well, right? So
Yeah. So that's basically that's what it all came down on.
my passive perception is 14. So
Yeah, but
You were
that's not a
14.
yeah. Passive is still when you're awake. Asleep was, but I
But
gave
with
you
the eyes.
I gave you advantage for the robe.
it's
so.
cool. It's fine.
All
All
right,
right, you guys kill me off. It's cool.
So what are you guys doing with this stuff?
I take the robe.
That's not for me.
Okay, you take his robe, and then what else?
I mean, I'm going to make sure he's dead.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
And
And I'll
that's
take.
easy.
Yeah. Is there anything else worth anything? I'll take his coin pouch.
I have nothing in there.
Man.
So basically, you loot his stuff. Okay, so after
Lost
he's
it all
dead.
gambling.
Okay, after he's dead, then what do you do?
Walk back to my room.
Now I'm going to start panicking because it worked, and what will beggars say? But then I remember that my master will be happy. My master will approve. We have. I'll grab the goblin by the shirt because I don't quite. I'm not as afraid of him as I
Oh,
am.
me? You're grabbing by the shirt? I'm still
Yes,
fucking
and then,
raging. I'm going to grab you back and throw you up against the wall.
Well, it's like a pumped up thing. He grabs you and he's like, "We did it."
Yeah,
We
and
did
then I grab him, I throw him up against the wall, and I say, "Why are you grabbing me?"
I'm sorry. I was a little pumped up. My master will be so pleased. We've done a good thing here. We have gotten rid of the weak, and in its place, something strong will grow.
Yeah.
You failed on that roll. But that's okay because they have to figure out who did it if they're going to be upset.
And
So-
I look at him and say, "Touch me again, and you'll get more of the same." And I point to the dead guy
Okay.
and throw
Well,
throw the robe over my shoulder and walk back to my
I mean,
room.
if you're going to kill a guy, killing him at the end of the session's the best way to do it. So there you go. All right.
I mean, I was like literally 1 HP away from being able to do something for
I
you
know.
guys.
Right?
But that Fury the Small is what kicked it into me being dead.
Yep.
God bless the goblins.
Yep.
Well, it's catching you asleep. That's what did it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I would have
Well,
taken
so,
him out
yeah.
if I were awake. I mean,
I would never try to attack him while he was awake.
No.
It's
I
not
had plans.
goblin-like at all.
It'd have been like, hey, we came in. I brought a friend. Can he sleep over? Excellent. Okay, so what we'll do is that's where we're going to end it, of course, and then we'll pick up. So Steve, I'll need you to
Yep. I'll create someone new. That's
create
fine.
another evil guy
No
for
problem.
tomorrow. So
Or next
and
week.
then we'll figure out what happens tomorrow. So there you go.
Sounds great.
Yeah,
You mean
not
next week,
tomorrow.
though, right?
Next week, but
Yeah.
tomorrow in the game. So
Yes.
so there you go. All right. So it went about as how I thought it would. We put together a bunch of evil dudes. Evil does what evil does, I guess. So And yeah, so hey, I want to say thank you for tuning in to the first of this two-part episode of the evil side of things. We will be back next Tuesday, same time, which is
9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, and a whole bunch of different times in between.
How specific?
It's pretty specific. It's specifically 9 and 6.
So yeah, we will conclude the two-part session of the bad guys in this Return to the Bandit Kingdoms session. See what happens. You know, I think we, if anything, the storyline itself is there's a lot more light keeps getting shed, and that dream sequence I think shed some light as well as far as things go.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, but there you go. So, Adam, why don't you go ahead and tell everybody who you are, where they can find you on the internets, and anything interesting going on with you?
Yeah, anyway, I'm Adam. You can find me here on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern time specifically. Also on the Greyhawk channel on Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern in the Sinister Secret of Saltmarsh that will DM DMs. Yeah, check me out on YouTube / Mr. AtomPL for previous episodes of Return to the Bandit Kingdoms, and also my web series The Reset Switch, and soon to be a new web series superhero themed called Super.
And the trailer's up for that, correct?
There's a teaser trailer on there right now.
Trailer. Yeah.
Nice.
Excellent. Michael, you can say your goodbyes and hellos and what have you.
Hello, goodbye, and thanks for all the fish.
Exactly. All right, Steve, go ahead.
I'm Steve, and I'll be here next week.
There it is. All right, Jairus.
I'm Jairus, and you cannot find me. You can try, but you cannot find me.
He is a very sneaky guy, as the dice played out.
I hope Steve comes back as Costas's brother and kills the two of us.
So the Goblin Hunter.
Right? All right, everybody. I'm Will DM. As Adam had said, I'm the DM of Return to the Bandit Kingdoms. I'm also the DM of the Sinister Secret of Saltmarsh on the Greyhawk channel on Fridays at 9 Pacific. Eastern. I'm fucking it.
That would be late.
Thank you, Jared.
I'm gonna be I'm tired by then.
It's 6 o'clock on Pacific time. Knows how you did the P.
Yeah, well, I did not.
Yeah, I'm also the host of the Downroll, which is a talk show about D&D and gaming stuff that I do on the YouTubes, and you can also catch that right here on the Wicked Studios LLC Twitch channel. Yeah, and that's about it. But thank you, everybody. Tune in and see what the hell these guys. I really want to know who ends up dying last. That's the best.
I hope it's Steve. Honestly, I hope it's Steve because we gave him a raw deal here tonight.
I do feel bad, Steve.
Oh no, it's fine. It's totally within the sphere.
We all knew this was
happening.
Yeah, we all knew this was happening.
I mean, I would have liked one chance to just try to, but I mean, yeah, you're killing your sleep. You know?
I at least got to attack somebody.
Raleigh fought a monk once, and he felt the exact same way.
There you go. All right, everybody. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Peace out. Have a good night.
Good night.
Happy gaming.
Yes, happy gaming.